Yo, Antonio, 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 Antonio. Can't stop singing it, man. I can't stop singing the man's name, man. I ain't even playing with y'all. Look, they're dancing. See? Look. They're so happy. They're dancing, dog. They're dancing for Antonio, dog. How do you mean, man? Antonio. What a revelation, man. What a revelation. He has played every position on the pitch except for goalkeeper, and I guarantee you, if you put him in goal, he'd do a job. I think he is Superman. He's Iron Man, Superman, Spider Man, and Flash Gordon all at the same time, and the Incredible Hulk. More so the Incredible Hulk, you know. More so the Incredible Hulk. Real talk. More so the Incredible Hulk, man. He is a legend. He is our legend. He is Tootin and Mitchum's legend. He is Reading's legend. He is Southampton's legend. He is Colchester United's legend. He is Sheffield Wednesday's legend. Did he play? Did he play for Oxford? Maybe. I knew he played. I know he played for Colchester United, though. Still, I know that. I do know that because my mom and dad used to live in Colchester, man. And what a beautiful, what a beautiful place, man. Like when they lived there, it was like a quaint little spot. And when we went back, like a couple years back, it's like a metropolitan metropolis, like city things now. Madness. It's madness, man. But yeah, they used to live in Colchester, man, and go to like Clacton on Sea where Jake Dunn went for his like staycation. Um, you know what I mean? Get some cockles, winkles, some jelly dills, run two things, dog. Big up Rob. Big up Tufty. How do you mean? Always, man. But Antonio, like, let me put the comments and I apologize, guys. I'm sorry. Yo, the man has played right back, right wing back, left back, center midfield, defensive midfield, left wing, right wing, striker. The only yo, what up? The only position he has not played is goalkeeper, and I think he'd do a good job. Even if you put him in goal. Like he'd come out and like make the goal small. You know when goalkeepers come out and make the goal small, like just play mind game. I watched this wicked YouTube video the other day, and it was like mind games, like penalty kick mind games, and you just seen like how you guys doing? All right, yeah. But you just see like how Cruel from Newcastle, big up Tufty, when you see like Cruel, who is an excellent keeper. He is a sublime keeper. Nobody can tell me different, dog. Nobody can tell me different, dog. When he was playing for the Netherlands team, like for those like penalty shootouts and all them things there, Homeboy held it down and he played mind games, dog. He played mind games. And Antonio would be like, if Antonio was in goal, Antonio would be one of those youths that like you'd feel afraid to like go against him. You feel like defenders feel afraid to even like try to match him like pace for pace, or like he just takes them on. Like, bye bye, see you, gone, save the last dance, done no. Doing a Homer Simpson, or the what was that Gangnam Style when he was like doing that thing, like, yo, the man of celebrations. I saw him on a show. I forget what the show is called, but it was a show. It's with a girl and a guy. Um, in England. Uh, I forget what it's called, but it's like six something. I don't know. Like, and they had Antonio on, and he was talking about his come up from like Tooting and Mitcham to Reading, and then to Southampton and Sheffield Wednesday, and all them things. And he was talking about one drill that he had. Well, what they did, and they probably still do. Like, it's like keepy ball kind of thing. Like, but it's keepy ball, but it's not keepy ball. It's like it, it's when you get the ball, and it's like you have to make space for yourself, kind of thing. And he was talking how that kind of improved his game. No doubt about it. I believe that 100%. I believe anything that like, yo, and honestly, Antonio is a good boy. Like, he's not flash. You know what I mean? He's not a prima donna. He he loves playing football, and I think he appreciates the opportunity that he's given right now to play for West Ham United at the top level. I wish more players like Antonio had his outlook, his energy, his beliefs, his just his way of being. Because I think he is a good person, man. He comes across like it. Listen, homeboy might like dress up as Frosty, drive a Lamborghini, and crash into like two things, but we've all kind of done something stupid once in our lives. You know what I mean? Like, what if that was like a voxel, and like he was dressed up as like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and I drove into like, I don't know what, like a snowbank. Well, he did drive into a snowbank, didn't he? But like that doesn't make him a bad person. Straight up, that doesn't make him a bad person. I do not care. I think Michael Antonio is a brilliant person. He's a brilliant human being. He puts himself all about, like, do the hokey pokey and shake it all about. Oh, hokey. But you know what I mean? Like, he does that. Like, he's a special player. Like, Antonio Adamatreore, right? Antonio, I think he got his head screwed on, like, better than Adamatreore. Um, did they both hit Rosette? Yes. Are they beasts going forward? Yes. Are their shorts too tight? Yes. But they both got skill. They take on, man. Like, that's why I'd love to see Traore and Antonio, like, running the front line together. That's never, ever going to happen. Because I listened to There's banter. Don't know. That's my G, man. You can't tell me nothing different. That's my homeboy, man. Straight up, man. That's my homeboy. I knock on doors for the man. I'll dive into Lake Ontario for the man, dog. I ain't even playing with you. But it's like he broke it down. He broke it down with like Traore going to Spurs, Kane going to City, Origi going to Wolves, but then rewind, Kiefer Moore going to Wolves. for 7 million? Are you taking the piss? Like, you're really taking the piss. Like, you are really taking the piss. I done said to Brownie, you couldn't even buy Kiefer Moore's boots for 7 million quid, dog. Like, that's just taking the piss. Like, I know they got him for 2 million and they're making profit, but they need like 10 on that. No more than 12 million. That's what I'm saying. No more than 12 million, dog. That's just, it's like an Anderson all over again. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, let's let him leave for free. And Anderson has skills. He's just a confidence player. He needs a little cuddle. He needs to go to Love Island. You know what I mean? Yo, you know what I thought the other day, and I'm not even playing with you? You know how Tufty does this commentary? I think Tufty would be like a dope commentary guy on Love Island, straight up, because they got that Ian boy right now, right? The Scottish youth. I think Tufty got more skills than that Ian boy. Straight up, man. Like, yo, go get yourself a gig, Tufty. Go get yourself a gig and do two Love Island things, dog. Yo, Daya likes Emmerdale. Big up. My mom likes Coronation Street. Big up. I like Love Island, dog, and now it's gone. Now it ended last night. Like, and I love that shit, man. I love watching me a bit of Love Island, man. Like Faye and Toby and like, yo, I don't know all the people's names and things, but like, I loved watching that shit, man. And the commentary is what makes it dope. And when you watch Daya's channel, if you ain't subscribed, please subscribe. Daya's Banter, you have to subscribe. It's one of the. He says he's not in the know, so I respect that. He's not in the know. But Homeboy knows a lot. He's not in the know, but Homeboy knows a lot. I'm not saying he's in the know. I'm just saying Daya knows a lot. And he's a good bloke, man. Like, yo, what you see is what you get, and he comes with it, man. He comes with it, man. And I know you get people on like other channels and this and that. Like, what was it? Gatesy today was like, yo, he was saying this and this and this didn't come true and that come true. Gatesy, football is very unpredictable when it comes to the transfer market. He's only given the information that he knows to like go on about it. I think he knows a lot more than he gives out. That's just me. He might be shit predicting horses and like what's that race, man? The one when they like go down hills and go up hills, like the National or whatever. He had some horse, Potter's Gold, and Potter's Gold did as good as like Newcastle are gonna do this season. I'm just playing Tuffy. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. That was like a jab. No, yo, he knows horses like Burnley winning the league. You get what I'm saying? Like he was so sure about it. Potter's Gold. Potter's Gold. He's gonna run it. He's gonna win it. Like I got inside info. No, 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 no. Okay, so homeboy might have like been out on a whim there, but football wise, homeboy knows his shit. Can't tell me different. You, you. How you doing, love? Toronto Raptors. Big up yourself, dog. How you mean? Um, yo, nobody can tell me different, man. Straight up, man. Like, homeboy knows two things about football, dog. Real talk, man. But, yo, it all comes back to Antonio. See, I can be as loud as I want because I don't got a cider, so they can't do shit. Antonio. 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 Mikel, Gregory, Antonio. Boom. Point 0.3, what was it? 0.3%. Like goals he got last year. That ain't too shabby for being like a right wing back. That ain't too shabby for being a left wing back. That ain't too shabby for being a center half. That ain't too shabby for being a fullback. That ain't too shabby for being like a left winger. That ain't too shabby for being a right winger. That ain't too shabby for being a central attacking midfielder, winger slash on the left and the right, and now up front. Mikel Antonio is, he's not human, Doc. He's not human. He's like, I'll tell you, man, if his hamstrings were made of iron, I'm just gonna say iron because you know, irons. If his hamstrings were made of irons, he'd be unstoppable. Straight up blood clot unstoppable, dog. I don't even play with you, man. Like, yo, man. 4 nows. 4 nows. Thank you very much, David Moyes. When David Moyes came back for the second stint, straight up, there's this boy on West Ham Fan TV named Dan Lawless. And he was like, I don't want Moyes. And I agreed with him. I was like, neither do I. But like Moyes, he did some journeyman thing, like Antonio. And he went to I think it was Real Sociedad or Atletico Madrid, one of those squads, I don't know. But Gonzo said this today. Big up Gonzo, Hammers Chat, always. Trust me, if you ain't subscribed to them, go subscribe to them, man. Top boys. But it's like Gonzo said today or yesterday that when Moyes first came, he was talking like masterclass this, masterclass that, and we were all taking the piss. And then he was going on about how all he does is win, like that DJ Khaled song. Like all I do is win, 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 no matter what. But and we were taking the piss. But he's winning. He's better than Pellegrini. And this is what I said, and I said this on the last video. So if you're new to here, like Dea says, if you're a virgin of West Ham Random, welcome. But if you're not, and you know you done heard me rabbit on, it's like Moyes was talking about winning, 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 masterclass things, right? And I wasn't buying it. I wasn't having it, man. And it's like and Gonzo says this too, man. Sorry for I'm on a Gonzo flex tonight. But Gonzo said, and he made a good point. It wasn't us that wanted Pellegrini. The board will tell you that it was us that wanted Pellegrini, but it wasn't. We didn't want Pellegrini. We didn't want Mancini. We wanted some cat. I forget where he was, but he was in Europe. I forget his name, and there was two of them. But we got Pellegrini, and then this is where I'm going to where if you've heard me talk about this, I apologize because I sound like a broken record. Rip, rip, rip. They threw money at Pellegrini like the hottest stripper in the strip club, dog. And it's Moyes, he's the hottest stripper in the strip club. Call him what? Daniela Moyes. Daniela Moyes. Straight up. Daniela Moyes. Daniela Moist. That sounds better. Daniela Moist, dog. Daniela Moist. Daniela Moisty. There you go. That's the stripper name, dog. Daniela Mercedes Moisty. Because they always have like, like Mercedes or like Destiny or like Faith or like something like that. So yo, that's the man stripper name right there. And it's like, yo, homeboy's like he's dancing on the pole better than Pelly what? Pella Pellegrin's Greenie. Like, you know what I mean? He's dancing better on the pole than that like that gal. So why don't you throw the money at him? We are in the best position we've been in from time. And it's like he has to like beg. Like, you know how they go down on one knee before the match, which I respect. Get racism out of the world, let alone the Premier League. Get it out of the world. That's word. But it's like he has to go down on one knee, like how the man do before like a match, just to get money. It's like they don't want to give it to him. Like James Fat Boy Fever, big up the man them. He was saying like the other night, like, yo, he ain't been to the stadium and he won't go. Last match he saw, like, which was a home game, was 6 years ago, dog. Because he don't like the owners, dog. And it's like you got these owners where a manager who actually is proving himself to do something has to get on one knee and beg for like a transfer budget. The 24th today, man. 25, 26, 27, 28. No, let's skip tomorrow because apparently Zoom is having a medical. So the 24th, we'll skip that. It might be the 24th today. So let's just say 25th. 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, a week left then. And they're not giving the man any money, dog. And this is a man that has proven himself. He's not coming in reputation like he's going to transform our club. Oh, that's why it's West Ham random, dog. I ain't even playing with you. That's why it's West Ham random. It always happens, dog. You guys stick around though. Thank you very much for doing so, man. Like, put up with my bullshit, man. Like, no, thank you, man. Like my phone, like it has a mind of its own. It's honestly like I think Moyes, like no, not Moyes. I think Sullivan, Golden Brady have like a chip in my phone. Because when I start talking real sense, it just like shuts off. Even on my computer. I think they got like some biochip in my phone and my computer dog. Because whenever I talk like sense, man, it just like shuts down. I start making 2 cents, two things, man. And yo, shit shuts down like Green Street Market, like after 5 o'clock in early afternoon. You get me? Like, yo, ah, why don't they just give the man some money, dog? Like, why? I don't get it, man. I'm going through your comments now, man, because, like, yo, there's a bunch of them here. And, yo, I'm going to put the link in the chat because, like, I love talking to James Fatboy Fever. Because me and him are like, it's like total two ends of the spectrum. Like, I'm not deluded. Don't get me wrong. I'm not deluded. I am a realist, dog, but it's like, I want to put positivity in on the universe. You get what I'm saying? Because you never know. You put positivity in on the universe, like things might go on. Like I said yesterday. No, well, day before, 2 days before yesterday, we're gonna win 5-1. I was one goal off, dog. And Gaza done recognized that. He said it like numerous amount of times. Pete, you were one off. You're a one off. No, it's like I know. I know. Maybe that helped. You know what I mean? Maybe that helped. Me just like putting in the universe that like, yo, we could do these cats 5-1. You never know, man. What a dreadful tackle by Perez. Me and Tufty were talking about it earlier on, and I respect Tufty's opinion um, very, very, very highly. He knows his shit. Daya knows his shit. All of the cats from Fort Tamar know their shit. Frankel knows his shit. Titch from Hammers Fans United knows his shit. Jake, who I don't know who he's dating. Like, is it Amelia or is it Joanna? Jake, who are you dating, dog? Because he's got a girl. Because I was like, yo, where's your girl? He's like, oh, she's not here today. So it was like, he just plain out said he has a girl. She's just not there. He talks like real things, dog. You get what I'm saying, man? Like, yo, man, Hammer Chat talk real things, dog. I talk a bunch of nonsense, but I try to like sprinkle some like real shit on it. You get what I'm saying? Real talk, man. Like, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Trust me on that. I just like, yo, I just like to put that positive energy out there. Like I'm all into that shit, huh? Like I'm a weirdo like that, dog. Like I'm a weirdo like that. I'm into like all these full moons and like astrology and like positive energy. And I read this book called Creative Visualization, and basically it's like if you visualize it, you can create it to actually can happen. I'm into all them things, dog. And I'm into all them things. Angels, like yo, ghosts, all that, yo, UFOs, all them things, dog. Like, yo, Andy, what's up? Yes, sir. Up the hammers. Yeah, man. Yeah, shut up, yo. But yo, I'm telling you, man, we can have a hell of a blood clot season, dog. A hell of a blood clot season, dog. Arsenal could have a nightmare, as y'all say, a mare. They could have a mare. I like your hat. Word up. But yo, Arsenal could have a mare of a blood clot season, dog. How do you mean, man? Wouldn't that be funny? Go from invincibles to invisibles. You get that? You like that, don't you? You like that, don't you? Perez and Henry and Bergkamp and them. Invincibles. Obama, blood clot, yang. Lacazette. Who's the shit defender? Bellerin. Invisibles. You gone from invincibles to invisibles, dog. I ain't even playing. I ain't even playing with what I'm saying. It's real things, man. We look tight, man. Antonio! Antonio! They're like, what the fuck? Antonio! 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 Yo, the myth, the man, the legend. How do you mean, man? Yo, I need some fat boy fever straight up, man. I got a fever and I need some like fat boy fever thing still, you know. I ain't playing with you because like, yo, I bring it up like here. Fat boy fever brings it up like here, but he's calm like there. You know what I mean? Perfect combination. Feng shui type things, dog. Feng flipping shui type things, dog. Straight up, man. I ain't even joking. Yo, I met this gal the other day. Watch this. Hold on, if you can see that. She lives right above that shop, dog. Right above that shop. No, she doesn't live there though. That's a lie. That's a lie. She don't live there, but some man that she knows lives there, sorry. And I used to live like down the street in this apartment, and this girl, Gillian, she used to live at the apartment too. Well, no, she goes by Jillian, but I call her Gillian still. But she used to live at the apartment I used to live at. So the other night, dog, I went out for a shawarma, which is like a kebab, just like chicken. You get like the sauces, like the garlic and hot sauce and all them things, and pickled turnips. If y'all never had pickled turnips, they're dope. They're like purple things. They're bad things, dog. But anyways, and it was total fluke. Cause like my mom wanted like she wanted 2 pack of fags, right? So like I go to the news shop or whatever, variety store, whatever you want to call it, go get a 2 pack of fags. And then I was like, while I'm out, why don't I go get a shawarma? Why not? So I go get a shawarma and then I'm on my way back. And then I see these 2 gals and they're like, Peach, Peach, Peach. And I'm like, yo, is it my lucky day? Like, and then I got closer and I recognized Gillian. Jillian, Gillian, Jillian, Gillian, Gillian, Jillian, Jillian. Nice hot gal civilian. But it's like, so I'm like, yo, what's up? And then this next gal that's with her brethren lives like right there. So she's like, yo, you want to come up for a beer? I'm like, sure. So I go up for a beer, and then one beer turns to 2 beer, two beer turns to 3 beer, 3 beer turns to a blunt or a Zuby, like how Charlie Boy says. Big up Charlie Boy. That's my G man. Y'all ain't checked out his channel, man. Hello. If y'all ain't checked out his channel, man, go Charlie Boy on at YouTube.com, man. Homeboy puts 2 things down, man. Real talk, man. Yo, that's my G, man. But yeah, so I go up there, I have like 2, 3 beers, and I'm a cider man. I'm not Spider Man, but I'm a cider man. I get in cider man. But it's like, so I go up there, have 2, 3 beers, and then like smoke 2, 3 Zuby blunts, spliffs, joints, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm about to leave. I'm like, yo, because I didn't want to overstay my welcome or nothing. So I'm like, yo, I'm out. Like, I literally live across the street now. So I was like, yo, I'm out. And then she's like, oh, I'm a proper lady. Like, I'm going to walk you downstairs. I'm like, no, 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 I'm good. I'm good. But she was after something, done. So I was like, yo, it's almost like she wanted a slice of peach. So I'm like, all right. So we walk downstairs, go outside. I just started like shooting the shit. And she brings up how she knew me back in high school and about how we were on like the local transit, like bus things, and like she like approached me and I just kind of like brushed her off or whatever. Cause like back in the day when I was in school, dog, I was a cocky little prick, as y'all could probably imagine, dog. So like, yeah, she said you brushed me off. I'm like, well, yo, them times were them times. Like, you know what I mean? I don't remember. And I could feel the energy. Like I feel strong about energy. You get what I'm saying? You done heard me talk about what I was talking about before about universe and thing and thing. Like, yo, and I could feel the energy, dog. So like I'm like, okay, there's 2 ways to go about this. Do you ask her for her number, or do you put the ball in her court and say, yo, take down my maths? You know what I mean? Like your digits, your number. Like take down my maths. And then she's like, isn't it supposed to be the other way around? And I'm like, no. She's like, yeah, it is. I'm like, no. I'm like, cause listen, you got my maths now, so can't even say maths properly. Maths. I was like, you got my maths now, so it's like, yo, if you call me, you call me. If you don't, you don't. And then watch this flex. She's like, I'm gonna call just to see if you gave me a real number or a fake number. Bollocks. She just wanted me to have her number, dog. So I'm like, all right, call me. Call the number I just gave you. See? So she calls me, and I had my phone on vibrate, dog. So it starts vibrating. I was this close to putting the phone like where she tinkles. You get what I'm saying? But I thought that was a bit too familiar still. So I put the phone on her stomach, and she was like, oh, yeah, it is the real number. Damn, flipping right, it's the real number, dog. You want to feel something in your stomach? Call me straight up. Anyways, I'm going out for it. I need James Seaver on, dog, and Tufty, and anybody else wants to come up and like talk to things, man. Hold on 1 second. I'll do that just now, yeah? Done now. Hold on 1 second, man. Let's run it. Let's run it. Let's run it. Let's run it live. Up in the piece, this is how we strive. Yes, the speech on the mic, and I'm saying hi. Antonio, he's the love of my life. Like, yo, man, I ain't playing with you, man. Antonio, I'm doing a tune. I'm doing an Antonio tune, dog. Straight up, man. You know that D Part cat? Like, big up D Part. He did like a Declan Rice tune. I'm doing an Antonio tune, dog. Straight up, man. Me and Titch from Hammers Fans United, man. We done talked about that today, dog. And I got this producer from New York that's gonna like put down like some solid beat, and I'm gonna spit on that, and it's gonna be all about Antonio. Straight up, Mikel, Gregory, Antonio. But that ain't bad, is it? Like 0.3% goal average, I think it was. That's big still, man. That's big still. Like he shoots some rose head, but he can get a goal with his ankle, his foot, and his knee, and with his head. I'm just doing some YouTube shit, dog. I'll talk to you in a bit, yeah?
Hey.
What's up, man? What's up?
My pleasure, dog. My
So,
pleasure.
yo, the man them roll through, yeah? Come through, Tony. Tony Thrives is in the building.
Tony Thrives in the building. What's up, YouTube? What's up, all you guys out there?
West Ham, dog.
West Ham United, West Ham Random. Represent to the fullest, brother. Me and my boy Peach, we be around, stomping on haters by putting their face in the ground.
In the ground when they get found, but they don't know how to pound. This is how we dropped it all year round. And they're like, wow. Trust me, man. But yeah, man. So, yo, I put the link in the thing there, yeah? So
One sec.
Yo.
Just to show my my graffiti art and shit. I'm a graffiti artist from Oakville. Tony Thrives is my name. Graph is my game, you know. And this is some of the latest shit I've done so far. This one I did for the Rolex watch company. And this one especially I did for all the guys down at Louis Vuitton over here, man. If you can all see that. Caption that shit, man. Caption that shit, man. I'm telling you, man. So I'm sending out a huge shout out to both Rolex and Louis Vuitton. If you want to make you some sick, wild shit, let me know anytime, and I promise you, you'll get what you paid for. Trust me.
Boom. Yeah.
Boom.
You got me? Trust me, man. So it's like, yeah, it's all about Antonio. Done now. Where the man them in the chat still? Hold on, let's go through the chat, dog. Let's go through the chat. So we got Robbie boy saying, Peach, you will on the same time as Stell. I'm business. Big up Stelly Aswaku. Big up Stelly Aswaku, dog. Done now. That's my brethren still, man. Yo, Tufty, yup. Evening.
White dog.
No, it's all good. Peachington, Ford some iron. That's what Luke calls me, dog. Luke, what is his name? Luke Legend. Don't know. Luke Legend, man. Fortune, my hello to everyone in live chat. Hope you're well. That's Gatesy. Yo, if you ain't subscribed to Forge from Iron, subscribe, like, share. There's Gatesy, Duke, Jazz, Milesy. Milesy's in the building. Milesy's in the building. Rock, rock, rock. Ticka, 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 la, la, la. How you mean, man? Robbie Boy saying, Peach, what is Charlie Boy's YouTube channel, please? It's Charlie Boy. Charlie Boy at YouTube.com. Yeah, Charlie Boy at YouTube.com. Like next time I do a show, I'll put it in the link so y'all have that, man. Straight up, man. The disabled team. Big up the disabled team, dog. Hi, Peach, my friend. Hello, sir. When Peach is preaching is proper, big yourself up. Big yourself up, Fever. Come on the shoulder, man. Come on the shoulder, man. Drop two lines about Antonio, man. It's all about Antonio, dog. It's not like you look. Homeboy went.
Tony Thrives in the building.
Shut the fuck up. Yo, homeboy went from where was it, man? He went from Tootin to Mitchell. Homeboy went to Reading. Homeboy went to Southampton. Homeboy went to Sheffield Wednesday. Homeboy went to Colchester United. Cheltenham. He even went to Cheltenham, dog. Are you playing with me? Are you playing with me? Yo, he's a journeyman, a renaissance man still, yo. James Fever, disabled team is saying, what's up? Fortune Mine, get arrested for him. Come on, none of them talks there still, man. Shit could get too real. You don't even know. I am not great, but unwell, but I live. LOL. See, that even rhyme. Fever spits. He used to spit back in the day. You get what I'm saying? He used to spit back in the day, dog. And it's he's not even trying to spit there, but it rhymed. I am not great, bit unwell, but I live. LOL. See that? Yo, I could turn that into a rhyme any day of the week, dog. How do you mean, man? Fortune Mine is saying, Peach, you are a beautiful human being. Gatesy, you are a beautiful human being, and it's your 19-year wedding anniversary. So I hope you had a lovely day, lovely evening. Big up Princess Di. Big up Bubbles. Done, no, man. Thank you for coming on the show earlier. It was a pleasure to have, it was the takeover. It was the Fortune Mine takeover. Gatesy was on, Duke was on, Milesy was on, West Ham Online was on, their new edition. If you don't know now, you know. West Ham Online, their new edition, dog. I ain't even playing with y'all. And that man talks two things, man. He talks two things, man. Real talk, man. Hold up. Fortune, I hope you ain't got the old kung fu like Geo James. How I'm rocking on the microphone, I'm going through these names. The disabled team don't like hearing that at James Fever. Word up. Plenty of lemsip, maybe a vindaloo. How do you do? I'm having butter chicken for true. I had a goat roti. It was like a Trinidadian style. Oh, ooh. Had it hot with some pepper sauce. And Mother Duck was like, woo. Hold up. James Fever, Fat Boy. It's bit of a word for me at present. It's my asthma. I got asthma too, dog. Straight up. I got asthma too. Ventolin, what's the other one I take, man? Beclafort, Ventolin, Beclafort, Advair, whole bunch of them things still, man. Yo, I was born with the shit still, man. How you mean, man? But yeah, it's a bit of a worry for me at present. It's my asthma. It's the thing I worry about. Yeah, if I peg it, it's been emotional, LOL. But in all seriousness, it's concerning. 100%. It's funny because Titch from Hammers Fans United, he went to Lincoln with his brethren the other week, and apparently his brethren tested positive for COVID. And now Titch is all bedridden, can't breathe. He's having trouble breathing. You know what I mean? And it's like fever, all them things. You don't have the fever no more, so yo, bless up for that, man. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, man, you trust me, this shit's going around like a bad rash, man. How do you mean, man? Forged some iron. He liked it even when
Yo, Peach, I gotta get going,
I
man.
big yourself up, yeah? No,
Uh,
no. Yo, so he liked it when they called it Emmerdale Farm. Now it's just Emmerdale.
yo,
Saves
can I say,
time. Yo, do your thing, Doc. Do your thing.
I just want to say, I have to go now, but peace out, y'all. West Ham United, West Ham Random, all the way, man. You guys are showing hard. You're doing hard. You're going hard and everything, man.
Big up Antonio, Doc.
And very soon to come.
Big up Antonio, Doc.
For all of you who
Big up Antonio, Doc. Big up Antonio, Doc.
yeah, let me just say something.
No. Big up Antonio. Before you even go any further, Doc. Big up Antonio.
Totally, man. Totally.
No, big up Antonio.
Big ups to me, you know.
No, big up Antonio for Black Fire, Doc. Big up Antonio.
All right, big up Antonio for Fireblood, man.
Done. Yeah. So yo, let me get back to it, Doc. Let me get back to it. Yo,
straight up more.
Brethren. I'm doing two things, Doc. Listen, respect, but yo, let me do these two things.
Let me know when you want to do the canvas, man.
Done. All right. So yo, he liked it. Even when they called Emmerdale Farm, now it's just Emmerdale Saves Time. Done. Yo, that's Daya's thing. Emmerdale is like that's his like guilty pleasure, dog. Yeah, I don't know. But that's like his guilty pleasure, like how Love Island is my guilty pleasure, dog. I ain't even playing with y'all. I already done said that. Like I love Love Island, dog. Like, yo, it's weird because in the States they tried to do like a Love Island and it's the same like Love Island to y'all get like where y'all are from. They just like got like different characters from like different seasons and put them all together. Like some all-star season of Love Island. But it's like I already seen these like stupid people, man. Like I want to see some new people, dog. I want to see some Kaz. You know what I mean? Some Kaza. Trust me, dog. I want to see some Faye, dog. You know what I mean? Like, yo, man, I want to see new people, new things, dog. How do you mean, man? Hold up. Let me go up. Robert Singleton. Peach, you slipped. Yeah, I came back, though. That was a while back still. Not good, James. Not at all. I feel sorry for the bloke still, man. Gio looked very ill on the live. Really? His face was white as a sheet. My face is the color of a peach. Hence why I'm called Peach. Um, yo, for Tremont, it is Peach. Nothing really surprises me. Done. No. Hold on. I didn't even put that up. Let me put that up. There you go. Done. No. James Fever. I will be okay. Gotta be. I want to see West Ham win a trophy. Me too, dog. Me too, dog. Me blood clot too, dog. Because like I know we got murdered like in 2006 when we played. No, 2005. When it? No, it's 2006. No, it's 2006 when it. I know we got murked like when we played Liverpool 2006, but I'll never forget that day. Imagine if we won a trophy. Like, that would be mad. Like, yo, my father was at the 1980 Wembley European Cup Winners' Cup game, man. And, like, I'd love to, like, experience that. And if we do get to, like, an FA Cup final, League Cup final, yo, it's not going to be at the Olympic Stadium. So James will be able to roll through. Mr. James Fatboy Fever, he'll be able to roll through. There's only one step of foot past the turnstiles in the Olympic Stadium. So it's like we get to the final, that's at Wembley. So like, yo, man, you know what I mean? Be able to like go view that and see the man them there still, man. And then I know all of y'all will be there, straight up, man. Hold up. Forward from Iron, horse racing tips from Peach. What's the favorite in the 2:30 at Campton tomorrow? I have no idea. Give me three names and I'll pick one. Honestly, Gatesy, give me three names of the horses and I'll pick one, dog. Straight up. I ain't even playing with you. And I bet you I picked the winner, dog. I bet you I picked the winner. Straight up. Anyway, disabled team. I noticed you use an inhaler at James Fever. If it gets too bad, make sure you get medical help, please. Yes, 100%. So I use an inhaler too, but I also got like a machine with like one of those oxygen masks. So like when it gets really bad, I get these like little nebules and you put it in like the oxygen mask kind of like thing and it goes like kind of a bit more further into your lungs than like rather taking like these two things. You get what I'm saying? Like real talk, man. Real talk. All right, James is back in effect. Question for the chat. Best ever Antonio goal that you will remember. I forget who it was against. Well, I like the one actually against Leicester. The it was the second one, wasn't it? When he kind of like dragged it down with his right and shot it with his left. I like that one, but I also like the one when he looked like a contortionist. And like I forgot who it was against. It was last season, and the ball came in, and he kind of like, and then like kind of like sideways over had kicked it like bicycle things, man. I liked that one, but I liked the one like against Leicester though. Second one against Leicester, I liked that. I thought that was dope. I was really impressed with Antonio yesterday, man. That's why I had to, yo, the man them there, that's why I had to make him like, yo, you gotta, like, yeah, don't big up yourself, dog. It's ain't about you. Big up Antonio, dog. Big up Antonio. Like, this is bigger than us, man. It's about West Ham United, man. People don't get this here. Like, oh, Toronto Blue Jays, oh, Toronto Raptors. They don't get the passion. They don't get the religion. They don't get the nothing, man. How do you mean, man? We get it. Oh, my G, my G, my G. Good evening, fellas. I'm rocking on the microphone. Overzealous. Good evening, fellas. I'm rocking on the mic like mustard. Yo, so catch up my relish. I don't know, some stupid shit. Yo, Gates is going off tonight, dog. Don't get arrested again, for goodness sake. Of course I won't, doc. I'm not knocking on doors, doc. Yeah, the disabled team. Thanks, sir. Charlie, buongiorno. Buongiorno, Charlie's what? Buongiorno. Charlie in Paris. Buongiorno. Buongiorno. How do you mean, man? Don't know. Yo, not what? Shabby? I thought that said snobby for some reason. Shabby word is used too much, Peach. LOL. 100, 100, 100. You know what other word is used too much? Sullivan Golden Braid, you don't give no money up. I know it's not a word, but it's like words. Greedy. That's a word. Greedy. Gold, Sullivan, Brady, greedy. Like, did you see Homeboy the other night, man? Tweeted out like how he was so proud of like West Ham and this, that, and the third. I think he was just like wiping his like head off with a cloth or a handkerchief that like no shit went down and we didn't go in a losing position because shit would have hit the fan. And I think he was just happy about that. And he was like, I'm so proud of the boys. He could give a fuck. Anyways, on to the next. That's just my opinion. We all got opinions like belly buttons, straight up. Charlie Boy's picking up Gatesy, disabled team, Phoebes, Rob, I know. How do you mean, man? James Fever. I agree for it. I agree. So you agree with Gatesy. I was there that day and was powerful. Antonio go versus Spurs. Yes, last game of bowling, 1-0, dancing in front of the Spuds fans. How you doing, love? I'm good, sweetheart. I'm good. Yeah. But like, yo, it's like, what were we singing, man? Like, it was something like Spurs fucked it up again. Spurs fucked it up again. It was something like that. Like, we were singing something like that. I remember that. Because, like, we basically, like, they couldn't win the league after we beat them. Ha ha. Like, Spurs fucked it up again or crocked it up. I don't know what they said. But, like, yo, Spurs mucked it up again, dog. Like, straight up, man. I love that. Charlie boy, I hope you're well. I hope you're well too, my G. Yes, that header on the near post 2016 at the Poland was ultra memorable. Done no. So was Winston Reed's like goal. That was the last goal ever at the Bowman, man. But that was memorable, man. That even like Andy Carroll's bicycle kick, that was memorable. And I hate to say it, but the snake, man, the snake, man. What? So his name's Payet. It should be Snakehead. And Snakehead, like when he ran down the left, and then he went like to the other side, to like the left, to the right channel, and then put it in. That was something to watch. Similar to like Carlos's Tevez goal. I think it was against Man United, the free kick. That was like, yo, DiCanio's goal against Wimbledon, like, yo, or Chelsea, yo. What did I see the other day? It was Joe Cole's goal, man. I forget who was against. I just saw it the other day, man. With Joe Cole's goal, I fully forget who it was against, but it was fire, man. It was fire. It was absolutely fire, man. Disabled team finally shaking off the hangover. Hope you're well, buddy. Yo, see, that's respect right there, man. Disabled team, I'm good. Thank you with Charlie. Bizoy. Well said, Pete. Thank you very much, kind sir. Forge your mind. What the fuck, right? Forge your mind. Ha 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 ha. Trust me. Charlie boy, phone tap, bro. They on you. I know, dog. And you know what? I ain't even playing with you. Like real talk, I'm not even playing with you. It's like after I was on Jake's show and I was knocking on the doors like a madman asking if Daya was there. I swear to God, the next day I was at the bottom of my building and like the boy them, we call the fuzz, the boy them, the beast, the boy them, you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, the boy them, like I was on my phone talking to Titch from Hamish Fans United, and I was drinking a cider dog at the bottom of my building, which you can't do these ways. And it was like this boy, them Fuzz, whatever you want to call them, he was on a bicycle dog, and he bicycled right into like where I was, and I finished my cider like literally 25 seconds before like he rolled through the front of my building. Like if that was 25 seconds before, it would have been like these things, dog. Like cuffs and all, man. I ain't even playing with you, man. Real talk, man. Real talk. Anyways, hold on. Oh, see, I was doing so well and it wasn't jumping, and now it stupidly jumped. Hold up. Gatesy. Right. Gotta go. Love to all my claret and blue brothers and sisters. Done know. Where's Happy Hammer at, man? She's the bomb. I heard she gets cheeky after like a baby sound. Still, that's what Gatesy was saying, dog. Like, yo, he heard. he heard. Like, apparently she got CT after like some baby shower. It's funny because when my mom and dad were living in England, my dad used to tell me that they used to like the girls used to think it was like proper champagne, and it was just like baby sap, and then they just used to put like they used to wipe the top of the glass with like real champagne. So like they were under the assumption that it was real, like Henkel trunk and the Moet or whatever, but it wasn't real talk. Yo, Barney's a rude boy, man. My father, how do you mean? Later Gatesy, big up the guy, Bulldog. That was Charlie's father's name, man. Big up the Bulldog. How you mean? Legendary things, man. The disabled team, I respect James. Loyalty, Peach, is honest. You don't get many loyal people out there anymore, and you are as true as they come. I'm as true as they come. Charlie's as true as they come. You're as true as they come. We're all as true as they come, man. That's like we're West Ham supporters, dog. Like, yo, man, we're the realists. We're the realists. Even though I know I live like in a optimistic world where I see us winning 6-1 here, 5-1 here. I see this, that, and the third, but it's like I am a realist, but it's just like I wanna be able to dream. You know what I mean? I wanna be able to dream. So that's why you get the ludicrous predictions from me and this and that. But like, yo, when you're talking about players, when you're talking about stats, when you're talking about formations, tactics, all them things, I keep it real to a T, man. Straight up, man. Um, yeah, 100, man. 100%, man. Charlie boy. We call him Shawarma. In my, you don't know, man. Don't know. It's like, yo, it's like kebab, shawarma, donair. It's like, you got chicken shawarmas, and then the beef is called donair. 100. Like 100. The beef is like lamb and beef, I think. It's called donair. And I went to this dope spot last night, dog. I was talking to Charlie boy, and my phone cut out like it always does. And I went to this one spot. It's called Hangry Pirates, like Hangrey Pirates, like not angry or not hungry, but hangry. And it was Hangry Pirates, and they do like a Philly cheesesteak there, which is bomb. They do hamburgers there, which are wicked, like cheeseburgers with like onion rings on the top, avocado, whatever you want, bacon. It's dope. But they specialize in shawarmas because like shawarmas is from like a Lebanese kind of like backdraft. And I had a shawarma there for the first time last night, dog, and it was wicked, man. It was wicked. I was well impressed, man, with some hot sauce, some burger sauce like Rusty B. Big up DJ Rusty B, and some garlic sauce. But the garlic sauce was like half tzatziki, half garlic sauce. Trust me, it was dope. It was dope. Hold on. Don't skip. Okay, that's the StreamYard links. Disabled team. Oh gosh, the scenes. Gosh, I can't see some. Yo, somebody's calling me just now, so it blocked like the next word. Hold on, I gotta wait. Hold on, no, it's just a client. Gosh, there's some out there as crazy as our peach. No, no, there's nobody out here as crazy as me, dog. I ain't even playing with you, man. I ain't even playing with you. That's why I tell like mother duckers to like, yo, hit the road like Jack, dog. Cause it's like, yo, they ain't crazy like me, dog. And when I'm holding court, I'm holding court, dog. And I'm holding court just now. Man, a man can't come up into the mix and like just talk about themselves. It's about West Ham. I don't even flip in. Well, I do kind of talk about myself, don't I? But like, not to that extent. Still, you get what I'm saying. Anyways, hold up. West Ham Online. Big up West Ham Online. Fortrum Iron. It's like Fortrum Iron have been more active in the transfer window than West Ham United. because they done bought West Ham Online to forge some iron. Not on loan. They purchased West Ham Online to come to forge some iron. We ain't even done that. All we got is a goalkeeper on loan for flipping sake, man. It's like, yo, man, serious? Well, apparently Zuma's gonna have a medical tomorrow, so that's one through. Then what I heard today about how we only got 45 million, they better be lying about that because, like, yo, James Fatboy Fever and myself know that there's way more money in the kitty than that. And they're having a giraffe because, like, if you're talking mentions, they're not. It's like, what? We got Areola, Zuma. We still need a left back. We still need a striker. We still need a center half. And we need another center forward. And Lingard. Like, James Fatboy Fever put this thing on Twitter tonight, and it was Steve. I seen him on like few show. I think I done talked to him on Forge from Iron, man. Steve 50, I think he goes by, man. And yo, man, he was on Talk Sport, man, and he was basically saying like we need at least like 5 players to like compete in the competitions that we're in. And he was also saying that like he wears the same Doc Martens as James Fatboy Fever does. Doc Homeboy's not stepping past the turnstiles of the London Stadium. And then Jim White quadrupled that. Was like, oh well, what if we buy you a ticket for like if you guys like are gonna win the league or Champions League final? And he's like, no, thank you, no, thank you. And they're like, oh, well, you should switch alliances. And no, we shouldn't. He just doesn't agree with the owners. I can respect that. I can understand that. Like Jim White and Simon Jordan are like quadruple that straight up, man. West Ham online, man. Like, see, you almost said peach, but you got the G in there, so it's like, man, like peace, man, like peace. I know you meant to say Peach though, dog. Straight up, man like Peach. Big up, man like Peach. How do you mean? Don't know, man. West Ham on that. Oh, see, you got it right. You corrected yourself, dog. Word up, word up, word up. Big up yourself, man. You talk mad knowledge, dog. I ain't even business. Rap for 50 seconds about Panorama. Yo, so what I wanted to do, there's this tune. I think it was West Ham Online that suggested this. There's this like half reggae, half rap artist named Snow down these ways. And this girl that I used to check, Selena, God bless her soul, because she passed in like a ATV accident, man. Like, and she had her whole life ahead of her, man. Such a sexy girl too, man. She had like Mexican and like Newfoundland in her, like not in her. You get what I'm saying? She had family in Newfoundland, which is on the east coast of Canada, and then she had family in Mexico. Anyway, she was a black belt in karate, taekwondo, like both of them things, dog. So her balance was on point. So like homegirl moved to Costa Rica, took up surfing, and became a professional surfer, started getting paid for it. And then she was mucking around with like these ATV things and just like, yo, madness, man. Like she just like, yo, life over. You know what I mean? But anyways, my whole point behind this is she used to deal with Snow, the reggae rap guy, and he had this tune called Informer. So I was like, Informer, da 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 boom boom da. And I think it was West Ham Online. He's like, you should do like a Ben Rama tune like that. Like Ben Rama, not a boom boom day. Like, yeah, I think it was West Ham Online that said that straight up. Hold up. Let me check this out. My name's Peach. When I play ball with my name, I teach. Time to preach about them all. The issues in this leech, because all they do is crawl. They act like little babies, like Luke Legend always says. What's up, ladies? Trust me. All right. You got Love Island. Love Island is class, I know. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Love Island is not dark. I love Love Island. I love to love Island. I love to love Island till I'm smiling. I love to love Island all day. I love to love Island. It's okay. I love to love Island. Different seasons. I love to love Island. The bun trees, man. I love to love Island because it's an island to me. I love to love Island because you see some sexy girls with some big breasts and nice, yo, booties. How you mean, man? Straight up, man. Tutti frutti, all the Rudy. How you mean, man? Yo, Charlie boy. Hold on. Oh, don't skip. Okay. Oh, see, it skipped. Shush. Okay, Charlie boy. I'm hooking up with my new mic and preamp in it. Rocking on the mic. Eat them seeds like Popeye spinach. Charlie boy puts it down. He's a technician. I ain't playing. He put mixes on two things because he's like really that good at mixing. I ain't playing with you, man. I engineer things, man. Production things, MC things. Like, yo, Homeboy's live, man. West Ham Online. Peach. Megan Fox or West Ham win league. Both. Both. Megan Fox in nothing. No, you know what? Megan Fox in nothing but a West Ham strip. Like just shirt, not strip. Like West Megan Fox in a West Ham shirt, nothing else on. Nothing else on. Like yo, just like a large West Ham United shirt, and that's it. Okay, so no, I got you. Watch this. A home shirt, large, West Ham United, Megan Fox is wearing blue, like sky blue panties. So it's like she got the claret top on, right? The new one, which is like a replica of like 1999, 2000, 2000, 2001, whatever. Yeah, so home shirt, claret, with like sky blue on the arms, and then like sky blue panties, and then her fingernails painted like sky blue, and her toenails painted like claret. And you know how those girls do like designs and shit on them? Two irons on like her toe on the big foot. Her toe on the big foot. Yeah, that's the big foot in it. Yeah, two irons. Like, you know how they get all designs and shit? Like my ex gal, she always used to like when she got her like feet done and did or her nails done and did, she'd get like some designs and shit. So like yeah, she'd have she'd have irons on two of her fingers, like two of her fingernails. She'd have irons, like gold irons, right? On like her left big toe and her right big toe. And yeah, and then sky blue panties and a home claret West Ham top. And that's what okay, so that's what she would like when we got home, that's what she would like kind of unveil. But when we went to the London Stadium, she'd have the home shirt But yeah, it would be at London Stadium. I was thinking about Wembley, but it wouldn't be a cup match. Wouldn't be a cup match, would it? No, win the league. No, it would be at home. So yeah, so home shirt, blue sky blue panties, but when she goes to the match, like denim shorts. You know those denim shorts that the girls wear, and they're like all like kind of like cut up and rip up at the bottom, and then like the pockets kind of stick out and shit. I find that shit sexy, dog. So it's like, yo, she'd have the denim shorts, she'd have the home claret top, she'd have like her nails all done up, toenails all done up, some sky blue flip flops, dog, and like, yo, almost to the point that she's wearing the denim jeans, like the denim shorts, but like, you know when the gals wear them, so like, yeah, the pockets are sticking out and thing, but you can still see like their G string, like kind of thing. So you just see like sky blue, like, and then like denim jeans. Or maybe, hold on, maybe she could change in to the sky blue panties when she gets home, but when she's out, it would be like home shirt, claret like G string panties, like on some Cisco thing, like dong, da dong, 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 and then like the light blue denim shorts. You know what I'm saying? With pockets hanging out and thing, and then the flip flops, and I'm good, dog. And then we go to the match. So I'm gonna have my cake and eat it too, dog. I'm gonna have my cake and eat the blood clot thing too, dog. Straight up. So there's no Megan Fox of West Ham winning the league. It's I'm with Megan Fox and we're winning the blood clot league, dog. Real talk. And I get to see all my homeboys, man. Straight up. And go on the piss. And have some jelly deals. And have some Thai bass. How do you mean? I ain't even playing, man. I ain't even like, yo, it's gonna go on. Imagine that. What would y'all think if I rolled up with Megan Fox, like how I just like described, like what she's wearing and shit? Yo, y'all would be tripping. Y'all would be tripping. Let me put 2, 3, 4, 5 more tracks out, dog. It could come real. I ain't even fucking with y'all, man. You never know. Nothing's impossible, dog. Nothing's impossible, man. Hold on. Wally World's in the building. Man, looking at me like I'm mad, dog. I don't give two things, dog. What are they gonna do? Beat me up? Huh. Yo, so what's Wally World saying? Wally World saying, I hope kids and James feel better soon. Me too, dog. Me too, man. I don't like it when people are unwell, man. Like James, if you're having trouble breathing, go into the toilet and like put on hot water and just like evaporate things like, or like get a bowl and put like a wet towel over your head and then like hot water, like boiling water, and like just breathe it in, man. Um, and what I always do, I always like make a hot drink. So my hot drink is like, what is it? It's boiling water. Like I put the kettle on, boiling water, honey, lemon cordial, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. And ginger. Ginger is key. Ginger is key. Get a bit of some ginger pele, up in your sinuses, dog. Straight up, man. Hold up. I'm intrigued as to why you don't live in England, Peach. Me too, dog. Me too, dog. Who says I'm not, though? Who says I'm not? Who says I'm not, dog? I might be there soon with this man just to be like, what up?
Hold on, be right back. Hold on.
Yeah, do your thing, dog. And then this man's gonna like meet us at the airport. And I'll be like, all right, cool. Like, yo, let's run two things.
Hello,
You get what I'm saying?
hello, hello, Peach. You alright?
Yeah, all right, man.
Yeah, I'm still alive, mate. Yeah, man, I'm gonna be alive
I
today.
know, but I don't like you being ill, dog. I don't
Nah,
like that.
I'm alright. I'm a
Like
fighter, mate.
drink that thing I said. The boiling water with lemon and honey. It helps,
Mm,
man. Promise.
mm. You're a real G. You're a real G, brother.
You're a real G, dog. It takes one to know one, man. How do you mean,
Mm,
man? Come on. We all are. We all are, dog. We all are. How do you mean, man? We all are, man. You're one of the realest G's I know, because this man, he won't even step foot into the London Stadium, dog, because of the owners we have. That's some of the realest shit I've ever heard. Like,
mm.
real talk. Real talk. That is some of the realest shit I've ever heard, man.
The
Like,
one thing, the one
yo, go
thing,
on.
Pete, that you can
Yep,
say about me, the one thing you can say about me, mate, that
yep,
no one could ever put me down, is that I
yep.
am
No,
consistent.
Hold on, I
100,
can't hear you,
100.
B.
I am consistent.
Yep,
I'm consistent in what I do and say. Like,
yep,
if I back someone up, I'll back them up to the end. And if they're
yep,
wrong, I'd say they're wrong. And it's a bit
yep.
like with what's going on with all the ownership. All right, I won't set foot in there until they're gone. And I would always support the team, but I will never support the regime, mate. Ever.
You know
Let me
what
get my
that
other
is?
headphones.
That's sticking to your beliefs, man. Like straight up, that's sticking to your beliefs, man. I love that shit, man.
Mm, yeah.
Yo, Charlie boy, what are you saying, rude boy? Oh, he's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. No, it is sticking to your beliefs, James. You're right. Like it is, but I find that I find that special, as well as I find that like real, as well as I find that like disabled team said that too. He picked you up like crazy for like your moves, man. And it's like I
Mm.
find that um like no flimsy things, dog. Like it's just real things. You don't believe in the regime, you're not gonna give them money. Like that Steve guy that was on Talk Sport. He was like basically talking the same as you. Like, yeah, I'll go to the away games, but I'm not gonna like go past the turnstiles because of the owners.
Mm. Did you did you see that? What did you think of that interview?
I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I thought that Jim White and Simon Jordan were taking the piss. Like, oh well, what about if we like pay for a Champions League ticket? Let's say West Ham were going to win the league. Like, would you go then? Like, no. Oh, what about if we bought you a ticket? No. Oh well, Simon Jordan already owes me a ticket, and he's like, I still wouldn't go. Like, no, homeboy, how yo, he stuck to his guns, man. It was dope.
And do you know what was fascinating with that was
What's that,
that
man?
he had been going for 50 years. 50
Yeah,
years, Pete. That's a long
yeah,
time.
yeah. That's hella long time, man. That's both older than like me and you probably put together, man.
Mm, yeah, and he's still, even in 50 years, he's still like he sees it for what it is, and that's someone who's being real to themselves, mate. I wouldn't want to go there, be an hypocrite, and say GSB out, and then next breath I'm going there and not funding them. Do
Yep,
you know what I mean?
yep.
So yeah.
No, but you're on the same vibe as Steve. Is that the Steve guy that like goes on Forge to Mine and things? Steve 50 or whatever?
Nah, nah,
Oh,
it's
okay,
not.
I thought it was dark. I thought it
Nah,
was. But
it,
his voice
it's a.
sounded familiar, man.
Mm, mm, yeah, like it is what it is, mate. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's in the same boat, but you
Yep,
know, some people, some people can do it, some people can't. I ain't done it for 6 years, mate. I've had. Listen, I've had corporate seating there offered to me, yeah, on a plate.
yep,
I've had
yep,
tickets
yep,
there. I've had what else have I had? I've had loads of stuff like to go over
yep,
there. I've had mates saying, "I just want to go over there." I'm like, "Nah, no way, not
yep,
until they're gone." And that it ain't being male pride, and I think that's just being real, mate. Because I ain't gonna sit
No,
there and start going GSB out, and then the next breath I'm
yeah,
over
yeah.
there funding.
No,
You know
that's
what I mean?
100% real. Would you go there if somebody like Pi took over, or would you be in the same boat? Or
As
would you
soon as
wait like a month or
they,
two to see what their like ambitions were?
as soon as they leave, yeah,
Yep.
to me that's a fresh start, and
Okay.
that's starting again. Now,
Makes sense.
whoever takes it over, you got to start them. You got to start them off on a clean slate. Yeah, you
Yep.
can't compare them to GSB or think they're going to do all right, like the Man City lot.
Yep.
So until then, that's what it'll be. You know what I mean?
No, I hear that, man.
I go to
It
away
makes sense.
games, but I will never go to London Stadium ever.
Makes sense, man. It
Yo,
makes sense, man.
yo, you can hear me?
Yeah, man. Don't know. Let
The
me just
mic.
turn on my light. You guys talk amongst yourself. I'll be right back.
What you say, Fees?
Yeah, I'm loving the mic, mate. You look like I might put a podcaster there, son.
Hey, this that heavy duty. I got the hangover shades on. And man's ain't trying to be rude. And you see me with the shades, yo. I was
Yeah.
yeah, we was gonna go out last night. We went to bro's house and he got a pool table. So we just got on the Jameson there and we just got gambling on the pool sticks. Oh, we were celebrating, bro. I'm still drinking tea, trying to bounce back.
Yeah, yeah. You was enjoying it last night. And what made me laugh was you turned around and said, it's only 7:30 here. I'm going out on the piss. And I thought, fucking hell, it's about 1:30 or 2 in the morning.
Oh, I
Yeah.
did. Yeah, we was gonna go out, but the little spot where we go, the Brooklyn L House, I ain't been there forever. And somebody was like, "Yo, they shut that down." See, I was like, "What?" I was like,
Mm,
"Well, I guess we're gonna party here with the on the pool table." And man, the
mm.
Jameson was flowing. And next thing you know, I was at the house trying to get back in. The damn keyhole was moving on me. I'm doing one of them joints. I was like, "Oh shit!"
Mm.
Massive game though, massive game.
Did
What
did
was
West Ham surprise you yesterday in the way they approached that game? Because they destroyed a very good team.
well, yeah, no,
Easy.
what surprised me was everybody was pressing and in a timely manner too. Like I said with Peach before the game, I was like they're gonna try to lock up the middle. So I was like they might do a three at the back. But you know
Mm.
what he did? He switched four nows to the middle, and he was like, "That's going to give us a little extra cover because that's where they like to shoot that ball to Vardy and get it between the two center halves." But he couldn't get a chance to run off Dawson because we dictated where they was going to play the ball. It's like everywhere, even Benny. Yo, Benny was nonstop running his nuts off. Like, yo, that goal that he scored was so beautiful, right? The ball goes up in the air. Fornals attacks Son Chu, whatever his name's, like a pit bull. And then it's total team awareness. Then Antonio goes to cut off the goalie, the pass back to the goalie, because he's either going to play it, clear it, or play it to the goalie. He was panicked, played it to the goalie. Now, when that ball's in motion, here comes Ben Rama in motion to be where he's got to be. It was like, shoot, shoot, shoot. It was all like synchronized footy fucking awareness, bro. I was like, oh, my God. Everybody's like, listen, Ben Rama, the goal and assist. But, bro, the fucking guy was nonstop pressure. And not just like clueless pressure. Mans was on point with that shit. Like, I was like, wow. I said, you know what? If it comes to a time where he's got to play over there in front of Cresswell, if he could play like he did yesterday, I have no problem with that, bro. He didn't look out of place with him and Cresswell coming forward or him covering the ground, bro. We
Who's
look
that,
like
Charlie? Who's that?
well, everybody, but I'm talking about Benny. Everybody,
No, yeah,
everything he did was beautiful, but man was pressing. Everybody was
yeah,
pressing.
yeah, yeah,
And,
yeah,
and Antonio nicked the ball like in the 50 or something minute. He
yeah.
nicked the ball. He went down. He got a shot from outside the box. He didn't get it. But our front four was just. We did not let them get to Dawson or Ogbonna. We wasn't gonna let Vardy get that cheeky goal. That's what I was worried about. And instead of me, my mind was, even though I said Fornals could probably play in the middle, I didn't think he was gonna do that. I thought he was gonna go three at the back. But you know what? That doesn't. It's better to stop it before it gets there, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's what Moyes. It's either Moyes or Nolan. You know,
Or
one of the,
Pierce,
or maybe
or
yeah, right.
Pierce.
Right. You know, they had a serious fucking chin wag before the
Yeah,
game. And
yeah.
somebody was like, listen, put 4 nows in front of Suchek and Rice. And then we got a fucking triple-headed defensive cover. Like, it was nuts. And then, and then going forward, listen, then going forward,
Yeah.
the 4 nows go forward. Then you got Benny. Then you got fucking Bowen. And nobody gives Bowen credit. But you know what? Barnes didn't do shit on that side. One, because Jared Bowen and fucking who is it?
I thought Bowen was brilliant.
Sorry, my bad.
Oh, bro, he was covering so much ground. And if you got if you got by his press, then you got to deal with fucking Roadman Vladdy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. They couldn't get nothing down that side. They had no crosses. Remember I told you. I said they're not gonna cross the ball. If we could stop that middle, which I thought our midfield would fucking kill them. Bro,
you said it. Me and you had a show like well before the match, and you said to me,
but I didn't know they was going to pounce on them like that.
Play. Right. You don't want them to dictate the play, and they did not dictate the play. Exactly what you're saying now. They ran through with it, dog.
They want to get it as close across the midway line as they can, and they want to shoot it between the two center backs to Vardy, and it was not happening. Anything that got close, all the man that was on it. Every fucking one of them, not just I usually be like, 4 nows, Rice, pressure. The whole front was nasty. As much as they did,
you said press, and that's what they were running, dog. They like how you just said. That makes so much sense, dog. They were pressing like, if you got by Bowen by chance, you have to deal with like Vladimir. Are you joking me? That's a dead end road, dog.
And how about this? How about let's give a shout out to Rice when he played the ball up, right? He plays the ball up, he kicks it over to fucking Cresswell. He continues to run. He pulls Ndidi off of the fucking top line, and he pulls the center half too. Bink, we get it in, he shoots it, and bow. I was like, oh my God, look at this. What am I watching right now? We're gonna have to upload this shit on Pornhub because I'm gonna have a wank over this. This is ridiculous.
I'm breaking wrists tonight, dog. I'm
breaking dislocated wrists. I couldn't believe it. The press was, and then when we wanted to go forward, there was a time we did like fucking 15, 20 passes. We had the ole. We was just timekeeping. I said, forget about it. Forget it. Man. Hey, I know. Listen, I know they went down a man. But in that first 40, 45 minutes, when they had him on there, they still couldn't do nothing.
We were still running things. We were like, I know everybody's saying like, like Simon Jordan and Jim White and that was like, would it be the same results if they didn't go down a man? We were running and controlling the game even before like homeboy Perez got sent off, dog. Like,
Yeah, B, we was on them.
We're fire, man.
I was lit when I went on Dea's thing. I was on the desk. Trust me, the desk was holding me up when I'm talking. The desk was holding me. I was on the piss. And then I went out for some more. You heard?
100, yeah. 100.
Oh, man. And we got Palace next. I think we get 3 points. They're looking like a B-Tech Burnley.
So there's this you name you know him, Charlie, and you know him too, James. Tufty. He does the commentary for the Watch Alliance with Dea, right? And I asked him on a show that I did earlier this morning. I was like, you know how like every manager, they're like, this man's gonna get sacked like within the first month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever. And I was like, do you think Bruce will be in the mix? And he's like, Arteta, Vieira, and I think he said Bruce. But Vieira is running things at Crystal Palace, but he had more success, and you'll know more about this than me or James do. He had more success running it at like New York Bulls or whatever it was, man. Like
I don't watch that bullshit.
Okay, but like he was managing them things, and I don't either. So I don't know, but I know that you live there. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's like he had more success with this free flowing attacking football there. The only attacking players they got is Vanderholt on the left and Zaha in the middle. That's it. Like Yo, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes Arteta. Like, yo, I wouldn't be surprised if like Arsenal fight a relegation battle this season, man. Like, real talk,
Yo,
real talk.
one time we got tickets to go to. I do respect. They call it New York City Football Club. They don't call it
Yeah,
soccer. So you know
yeah,
what I'm saying. So
yeah, yeah,
that's proper. But we were
yeah.
West
Big enough.
we were West Ham shit, and me and bro was like they was doing the goofiest chants. So then we started going, "This is boring." You know,
Yeah,
they got hot.
yeah,
They got hot at me.
yeah,
Why they got my? Hey, listen, man.
yeah.
I was manufactured in Brooklyn with parts from London. What do you want me to do?
Yo,
I
I'll
just
show you
can't. I
this,
can't
dog.
watch the MLS, bro. It's fucking
Yo, I
garbage.
know me neither, Gretchen. Like I've been to two games. Like I've been to two games. West Ham played MLS All Stars at BMO pitch, which is like Toronto FC's ground.
But I
And
gotta turn this
then
light off. It's doing my hangover.
yeah,
Fucking
yeah, do your
stuff.
thing, do your thing, do your thing, do your thing. And then Villa played Toronto FC. And I went to go see that with my brethren because he's from I forget where. It's near Northampton. It's in the Midlands. So yeah, me and the Dread went down to watch like Villa and them, but it's like they got the cheesiest chants. Like all they do is just like, let's go MLS, let's go MLS, and it's like really that's the best you can come up with, dog. Like I'm a lyricist. I could write two things for you better than that just to like spit, man. And it's like that's all they do. It's like, let's go Toronto, let's go Toronto. And it's corny, man. It's cheesy like what's it, man? Like, yo, no thank you. No thank you. So I don't blame you for saying like this is boring, because that's all their chants sound. Da 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 da. Like yo, it's those syllables right there. Fucking gay.
Jay
That's just what I
Scott,
think.
I'm doing all right. I'm still hung over a little from last night. Just had to turn that chandelier off so I could take these shade glasses off. It said
This guy,
the light makes
this,
the light makes the camera picture look better, but I'm like I got to turn that shit off.
yo, you look like Roy Orbison, mother. Ray Charles, I'm a cold nigga. Big up yourself,
Speaking
man.
of rhythm and blues.
Yo, man. So, yo, we're on a high, Doc. We're on a high, man. Antonio, man. Like, yo, we're on a high, man. We're on a high, man. This is like, is this the best football you've ever seen West Ham play, Charlie?
Yeah, no, as a team, hell yeah.
Yeah.
As a whole together unit, absolutely. Like with Payet, we had we was good, but you know what I mean. He was doing. I would say doing it all by himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when me and Pops went over plenty of different times, I was real little. I couldn't appreciate it. You know what I mean? Like I was the little fucking little guy watching.
Yeah.
Cotty and Mac and all them. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah,
you
like
know.
you were a little whippersnapper watching like an intelligent like match of like football association, but you couldn't appreciate it like how you can now, kind of thing. I get you.
We never really had two good seasons in a row, really like this. Like I don't think it's a fluke. You feel me? Like
100.
Yo, like
100.
I mean, we still gotta add some guys though. But you know, winning kind of calms me down a bit. I ain't gonna lie, but
yo, are you excited about Zuma? Look at Fever's going nuts, Doc.
I've lost the block, mate.
Well, you see, I'll see you didn't feel good. What you don't feel good, Phoebes? You got sick?
He can't breathe, Doc. He can't breathe.
It's a bit rough, mate, but I think it's just tiredness. I'll be all right. I'll live. I think Zuma is a good signing, but I think I'm worried about his wages, mate.
Yeah, how much is like 120,000 a week or some shit, dog?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
I think
when
so.
When you got Kafal, who's on 30,
then you're
gonna have a bit of an issue, ain't you?
Yeah, it's like he's on Chicharito money, man. He's like Chicharito was making like 120 or some shit, man. It's like, no, that's
So
bullshit, man.
what's the final ticket on Zuma?
Apparently medical tomorrow, dog.
No. I mean, not his weekly wage,
Oh,
but what's
like
the transfer
ask
transfer
Fever.
fee?
I think it's around 25 mil. What is it, Fever? 25 mil for Zuma?
25. Damn, they would do 25 or 30 for Zuma,
Hold on,
but
let the
then
man put in his headphones. Yo, Fever. Zuma, 25 million, yeah?
Yeah, it's about 25
Yeah,
to 28
yeah,
million,
yeah,
which is a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
And 120,000 a week, Charlie. Like, yo, that's
Yeah.
mad money, man.
boys, Milinkovic would have been cheaper, and he was
Yep,
starting.
yep,
Serie A is not the prim,
yep.
but I think it's the second best league. You know what I mean? When you look at the level of teams they got, and center back. If you're gonna get something from the Serie A, you want to get a center back. You know what I mean? They teach a defensive tactical game over there in Italy. They don't fuck about. You know what I mean?
100,
But I ain't the one. So it couldn't have been money if they're willing to fork over more for Zuma, or maybe my brother would say, he said maybe Milinkovic was just using us to boost his negotiations to stay at Fiorentina. You know
I
what I
wouldn't
mean?
doubt that because he's already done signed the next contract, man.
I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just something to think about. You know?
Yeah,
I
makes
think
sense though. The homeboy signed the next contract to like 2023, man. So it's like that makes sense.
maybe he was boosting himself up, but I think we could have signed him if we would have acted a bit faster. It took 3 weeks. Even then, it didn't get done.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
I know.
Right. I think we could have got him for like 18, 20. I think that, you know what I mean? Honestly.
I believe that, man. And they blame it down to agent fees, and it's like, is that what they want us to believe? Like, because I believe the both of y'all, like, it took too long. It could have got done, and what Charlie said, that's a good point, man. Basically, Milenkovic would have been cheaper with the agent fees included. Like,
right.
yeah,
You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
get it, man. Yeah, 100%.
Man, it is what it is. But we need more than one. We need more than one cat. You know what I'm saying?
Many.
Hey, did you see that meme? What is got Lingard looking out the window at Ben Rama and Fornals? Bro,
No,
Marcus
what
loves
happened?
my
Tell
shit.
me about it. Tell me about it.
It's a cartoon. It's what is it? SpongeBob. They got the Squidward. He's all sad looking out the window, and they got SpongeBob and the other dude out there running around playing, and that's supposed to be Fornals and Ben Rama like doing bits, having fun.
Yeah,
bro, I don't think. Bro, how could he come in and start? Listen, them man's on some link up shit, bro, and they're pressing like animals. B might come over here, sit on the bench too.
It's how many do you reckon we sign for the window shuts?
Honest, be honest, Charlie. Like ruthless, be ruthlessly honest.
Well, what we need and what I think they'll do is two different situations. Well, I'll tell you what. If Zuma's, let's just say it's 25 for the sake of having something to go off of. I've seen we got 40 to 50, so that leaves us with 20, 25. And I don't know if that's true. You know how journalists do. But that leaves us. We'll just say, that leaves us with 20 million. Okay, bing. We got a backup center back or a starter. He would start. So then. We still need a left back and we need a striker. You know what I mean? So maybe you spend 16 on the striker and get a guy like Origi and then take a punt on a backup left back for Cresswell in case he gets injured. Because he goes down, there's nobody. You see, the Lingard is beautiful, but we got fucking 3 guys that could play the 10 hole. Right. But I mean, if he comes, I'm not mad at it, but
that's like,
we just fucking need more money.
I
wish we could get fucking Lingard and everything we want to get and make a good run at it. But I'm just looking at it as money because Lingard, I think he's going to be 20 to 25. If it's true that they turn it down the bids,
No,
I've
100.
got
And it's like
I've got a
that's why I
feeling.
want hold up. That's why I want the what's his name? I don't know how to say it properly, so excuse my ignorance. But the Celtic, whatever
Mm,
his name is, I'd want him because not only can he play center half, he can also play on the left because he's left-footed. So it's like you're almost filling two spots with that one player.
That's a
So if
good
we're
show.
tight and we're skint, bring him in, get Lingard, get two strikers. I'd be happy. Straight up.
now, I think what you just said, Charlie, you're right, but I think it'd be the other way around. I think we might loan a striker in Origi, and we'll go and get a
Yeah.
left back, a decent left back for money. Um, if we can get a striker, Zuma, and a left back, I'll be happy. I think if we don't get a striker through this door, this window, I think we're in trouble this year because like not trouble in going down, but we're asking a man who's gets injured ahead of a lot to stay fit for the whole season near enough. Because obviously the drop in class from Antonio there and Yarmolenko's down there, you know what I mean, is night and day.
Right. And Moyes don't seem to like to put him up top by as the center forward. He just don't do it. He sticks him on the wing, which I don't understand that why he sticks him so far out to the right. You know what I mean? The man's just I don't know. It is what it is. I don't want to bash him. People are like, you bashing him. Hey, we play a counterattack. We like to get in motion and let the boys run like gazelles. You know what I mean? It's just a different system. Everybody's like, oh, well, for Ukraine. Well, Ukraine plays a totally different thing than we play. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Ukraine,
bro. If you're right, if we could get a loan, that'd be wiggle room. That'll give us a little wiggle room with the money. And we need all the help we could get.
And with Yarmolenko and Ukraine, that can be painted in so many different ways. Like when you're playing teams like Belarus, Andorra, and all that, you're going to score goals, aren't you? Let's be honest.
Right.
Like you're going to be. It's going to make your record look amazing if you're banging in 50, 60 goals for your country. But you know what I mean? When he plays for us, he's just I don't know what it is. I just don't think he's cut out for it in the Prem. I don't think he can handle the Prem. I think he'd be good for the Europa League, but not the Prem. The thing
I
is,
think he could do bits. Yeah, he can nick a goal every now and then, but consistent, it's a different animal. The Prem's a different animal.
I was on a podcast earlier and was talking about different things, and someone said to me, like, what do you reckon on like Yarmolenko? And I said, Yarmolenko's on 115 grand a week. Why is he going to move? Like, who's going to pay that anywhere else? No one. So he's on a contract with us for another 2 years, I think it is, this year. And
one of our highest play players, they don't even get no minutes. That is eating our budget or whatever you want to call it. ceNe, eat it be. Like that's just I'm not knocking the guy. If I was him, I would be like, yo, I'm gonna sit here and get my checks too. But to make that, to be one of the highest paid players on the squad, and you're not, you know what I mean? You're not even getting minutes. And I remember Ian Bishop, he was on one of the old Hammer shows, and he was saying in the locker room that the boys, that is the situation. They talk about that like, yo, this man's getting this. Look over here what I'm doing. How's he on this money? I ain't on that money. That's coming from a player. That ain't coming from me saying it. You know what I mean?
I agree there.
Just like I don't care if you're a cook, if you're whatever, if you're working on a cook line and you're the baddest cook on the line and you putting in the most hours and you come in, do extra bits, and the next man's making, even if it's 50 cents more than you, you're gonna feel some type of way. Any job. If you're doing more than he's doing. So now imagine that times fucking 80, 90,000. You kidding me?
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why FIFA makes sense. Like if you got like Zuma coming in making like double what like Tufal's making, like that's gonna unrest things, man.
And I put it across and I turned around and I said, you had a choice between Zuma coming in or losing Kafal. What would you do? And some of them, they was like, Zuma's a top player though, James. I was like, yeah, he's a top player, but Kafal's one of the best right backs in the league. Like he's up there. Like if you think outside the top four, like so you're looking at Man United, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool. After that, he's up there as one of the top right backs in the league. I think he's better than a lot of them. Do you know what I mean? I think he's better than Arsenal's right back, Tottenham's right back, Everton's right back, even Leicester's. Like Leicester's right back the other day, I think it was Pereira. I think he's up there with him, but I think Cafal just is a top player, mate. And the thing I don't like is when people keep saying he hasn't proved it yet. And how much more proving has he got to do, the geezer? Like he's just got us into Europe. He won. He was in the Euros Team of the Year, and we've started off this season with 2 wins. And he's played okay at Newcastle. He weren't great in the first half, but yesterday I thought he was phenomenal.
He was immense yesterday, man.
Yeah, they had a man like Barnes, you know what I'm saying? And that was going to be, he had, you know, I think he locked that down. They didn't get shit. They didn't get shit for crosses in. I know that's not really their game anyway, but I think they got 3 crosses in.
Yeah, but what they do,
he don't let
overlap.
Man, yeah,
overlap.
Yeah. And they couldn't do it. They couldn't get nothing. Man wasn't turning on Sufa. And I can see if he had a couple good games. He had a whole fucking season good. Had a whole good season.
Thank you.
Had a phenomenal Euros. Yo, that team, that Czech team almost could have went to the final thing. They was proper, man. They was doing bits. Now he's starting off this season good. You know, I can see the argument, don't max him out to some crazy money, but he's definitely worth more than what is he, 35, 36? And why would you get now? Maybe Zuma is good for us, maybe he ain't, but we know for a fact we got 2 foul and he is work for us. So why would I get rid of something I know is working for us for something that maybe? You see? There's a for certain and there's a maybe. I'm gonna go with the for certain. I really rate Vladdy. He plays the old school way. You know what I mean? He knocks people on the ground. He doesn't help them up. Well, he helps our guys up, but not the other team. That's the type of shit I was on when I was a young bull, man. Like, I love it.
He's a natural born leader, winner. And the way I look at it with him is I think he deserves it. Like, he deserves anything he gets. Like, because when you look at him as a right back, he's the best right back I've seen at West Ham for years, for a long time.
That's just Thomas Repka times, man. Like, honestly.
Even go back longer than that, mate. Like,
I hear you.
Even to people like
Thomas Repka still.
like Glenn Johnson and
Glenn
Johnson was only here 6 months before he left, but he was phenomenal in them 6 months. Tim Breaker, another one who was decent. So when I look at Cafal, he's got every argument about having a pay rise. The thing that I don't like with Zuma at the minute, and I just hope it don't come back and bite us on the arse, is that he's looking at the pound note more than he's looking at the club. Like, the club should come first, the money should come second, and his attitude is the money comes first and the club comes second. You know what I mean? And that's not good.
Yeah. No, who was it? Who was it? It was it used to be My Hammers 11, but now it's West Ham Network. DJ Rusty V. He was saying if Zuma came to us, James, it would almost be like he feels that he's doing us a favor. You know what I mean? Like, and you got
100% agree.
You got Kufal, who's like putting his tooth, nail, skin, every bit of dirt and grit into his game, and we're not gonna like honor his contract to say, listen, you done well, there you go. Like,
you seen what he said? You seen what he said today? Something about I play hard and something I love playing for you. You know what I mean? Like, he loves playing for the people. You know what I mean? If you want to say a blue collar guy, that's him, man. And he's got the skills.
100.
And he's got the skills. You know what I mean?
He's humble. He's not in it for the dough. He's in it for, like, don't get me wrong, he wants a pay rise because I think he feels he deserves a pay rise. But let's be honest, he's not like he ain't done anything wrong. He's been amazing for us. He should have won Ham of the Year, in my opinion.
Does he want the pay rise though, Fief, or is it his agent that wants the pay rise? Like, I don't know who to believe.
No, man, of course, maybe both. Of course, man want to raise.
All right. Word up.
But then look at it another way, right? If you sign Zuma for 120k, and there's people like Declan Rice in there who's 10 times the player Zuma is.
Yeah.
I look at it like, if you go and start going down that road, you're going to have to start paying these players the money that they deserve. You can't keep like you can't not pay these geezers because these especially Suchek and Kafal, because ever since they've come in, they've been phenomenal and all. So
100. Yeah. 100. What do you guys think about Rice's new thing? Like how he could be the highest paid ever West Ham player in the Premier League.
Ever since that man's been captain, I said it on West Ham fan.
Yep.
Ever since
I back you 100. Yep.
If you go back, if you get bored one night, go back to when Declan Rice first became captain at West Ham.
Yeah.
And go back and look at that date and then look how much we've progressed. Right?
Yeah. I back that.
Because when Noble weren't getting games, Noble decided that he would take a backward step and just be a bit part player. So, and that's why he's coming up. That's why this year's his final year. Yep. But when you look at Declan Rice, mate, you're looking at a player who absolutely drives us forward. He's just world class, mate. And I can't stress it enough. He's world class. And since he's been captain, we look a completely different team.
And not only does he deserve it, Steve, not only does he deserve it, he's proved his worth to grab that. You know what I mean? It's like, really, man.
The fear I have is the fear I do have is, are we going to match his ambitions? That's the fear I have. Like, we can all want it, but is he going to, like, let's be honest, I think every West Ham fan, everyone with half a brain, would turn around and go, you know what, if he left, we'd let him go because, he's been amazing for us.
Yeah.
But it's the ambition side of it, and that's where it all goes back to the owners, mate. It's like a big merry-go-round.
No, it is. And the thing that pisses me off, like, I agree 100% with everything you said. I want to hear Charlie's opinion on, like, what you just said, too. But it's like, when he started playing for England, you had all other supporters of other teams saying, oh, he's overrated. Oh, he's overrated. Well, Charlie, yourself, James, me, everybody in this chat, we see him play week in and week out. We know what he's about. Like you just done said, as soon as you got that captain armband.
Yeah, but you got to remember this: most fans didn't play serious ball, and they only count who scores. That's it. If the motherfucker if they don't score or get the assist, it's just because some of our supporters will say, what's his name? The bull from Leeds, that plays the same position. I can't. They played on the team together.
Phillips.
Yeah. They'll be like, "Oh, he's overrated." No, that's not true. That's not true. Man is a fucking animal. He's a beast out there. It's
but
like,
man said that about Mullins, Doc, and me and you love Mullins, Doc. You get what I'm saying? And all the West Ham players who done like my Hammer's 11 with Russ,
they picked Mullins.
They all bring up Mullins, Doc.
Right.
It's not about goals. It's not about assists. It's what you do off the ball. It's like
they get on it. They pick the My Hammer's 11, and they just pick every single bull is just doing flicks, tricks, and bits.
You get what I'm saying?
It's like, somebody got to.
England don't get to the final of the Euros without Rice and Phillips.
No, they was phenomenal together. They was fun. If you know what, I think Harry Kane, the style of football that the gaffer was playing, it just wasn't gonna work because it was kind of like Moisey ball, right? We want to nick the ball, we want to get in transition and get him. And how many times was Harry Kane? I love Harry Kane. I mean, he's a spud, but whatever. You got to respect talent. As far as the target, man, okay. Yeah. But as far if you think you're gonna get him on counterattacks, running by people, that just ain't man's game. There's too many times he was trying to get the ball way back, like way back. I was like, what are they doing? I think if they would have played Calvert-Lewin or fucking Antonio and had that pace, they would have ate those teams up, B. They would have ate them up.
The problem
Antonio needs to get a call up from Southgate because him playing for like the Reggae Boys, man, that's gonna do him in. Like their schedule is hectic, and it's like, Southgate needs to call. Like, hasn't he proven enough? Like he already got called up walking into like the place there with his West Ham bags. big up Antonio. But it's like, yo, you never got put on the pitch, dog.
Yo, I went
Like,
all the
you
way to
need to start, man.
I went all the way to Florida to watch that game, and he didn't even
I
he
know.
didn't make
I
the
know.
squad at the end.
I
I'm like,
know.
son of a bitch,
No,
this
I
is
know.
terrible. And
Yo.
neither did Leon, neither did Bailey, Bobby Reed, Leon, or Antonio. Three keys I wanted to see. I said, well, I guess I'm down. Came down for the palm trees. I was like, son of a bitch, this is terrible.
I'm just gonna chill, talk to some gals, and have some orange juice. Like shit, I didn't get to see Antonio. Like, yo, this politics, man. Like, yo, you need to stop, man.
I
You need
bought
to
the
just,
ticket early. As soon
yo,
as they said, "Oh, he's on the Jamaica team," I said,
you got a plane
Gold
ticket,
Cup."
dog.
Remember, we was doing a show, and I held up the
Yep,
phone. I'm like, "Yo, I bought
yep,
it right now,"
yep,
and they
yep.
wouldn't refund it. I was like, "Nah, can I read?" They're like, "Nope, that's it." Probably.
I don't know whether you see it, but it come out on Twitter today. I think it was that what is it? Ben Rama and Antonio won't be missing the game on the 11th because what it is something to do with any countries that are in the red zone
Yeah,
with COVID. They're not
yeah, yeah.
allowing them to go over there, so that's great news for
Oh,
us.
Then
I
I
did
read
not
I
know
read
that.
something about if Benny goes to a certain, I forget what it was, but he's got to quarantine for 10 days in a hotel. I'm like, oh my god,
What?
Yeah,
that's
I don't want to see none of that. Fucking, I sure want to see.
So then he would have to fly over early if he's got a quarantine for 10 days. So then we're gonna miss out. You understand?
Yeah.
And poor James, he's gonna miss out on Benny scoring any goals, dog. He needs 10 before like Christmas, man.
Mate, people
He's
laugh
gonna
at me.
get 10 before Christmas. You mark my words. I know I'm Mr. Positive and Mr. Like, 5-1 this, 6-1 that. I promise you, dog. I promise you. Ben Ramo will have 10 goals by Boxing Day. You heard it here first, dog. Trust me. And like if he does get 10 goals like on Boxing Day, you get the payout right there and then.
Yeah.
Boom. Boom.
Now you heard that first on Twitter because I told him that I think yesterday. I did.
But you heard it the first time on repeat, dog?
Well, actually, no, that's not true because you can't hear a tweet. You got to read a tweet. So they know you are right. Yeah, he heard it here, but he read it on Twitter, right? Boom.
Yeah,
that's 4 months. He's going to get 8 in 4 months, dude.
Yeah, I'd be talking about them things. He's got
2 in 2 games, so as long as you don't get injured, I think it's a dead cert, mate, myself. I've always said that from minute one.
That's brand new. That is a brand new bet. Whoever made those odds, they were drinking something, man. They were drinking something.
The only issue with it is if Lingard comes in, someone will come out. I don't think if Lingard comes in, he's going to sit on the bench. I just don't see it.
But he has to. We can't just walk into the team now, man. He can't.
I agree with that, but Moyes loves this geezer. If he loves this geezer, then he's not thinking. I don't think Lingard's coming, mate. I think it's getting to a stage where I just don't think it's going to happen. But if Ben Rama stays fit, he scores 10 goals and everyone cashes in. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think Moyes is turning a blind eye now? Like, we don't want you in because we got Ben Rama, Bowen, and Fornals playing so good? Or do you think that maybe
I think that ship,
the corner of his eye on him, like, we need depth in like Europa Cup matches and this and that?
I think that ship sailed well.
Really, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think that ship's well and truly sailed. I think Man United planning for 5 minutes the other day was like to put him in the shop window to say, well, we don't need, you pay the money or we will pay this geezer. And I think I can see a year extension of his contract. That's what I can see coming. I can see if he don't get loaned out or he don't get sold, he's going to go. He'll probably get a contract extension at the end of September, beginning of October. And
what do you think? What do you think, Charlie? Do you think Lingard's like on his way, like incoming to West Ham, or you think he's like just like resting on his laurels at Manchester United, playing the second bit player.
It's a lot to go into it, you know.
You get what I'm saying?
Is Man United turning down our bids? Maybe Moyes has seen
Yeah,
how the Mandem's playing up front, and they could do the pressure, they could attack, they could do every bits. And maybe he might be looking at, hey, we need more than one guy. Or Moyes could also be like, yo, we know he likes him. Maybe none of that
yeah,
shit matters and he wants him anyway. You know, it's hard to say. It's a
yeah.
lot of scenarios. But if Moyes really wanted him and they was willing to part ways with him, then I think he would already been here. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm like. Yeah, he would already done with him.
Unless Man United was trying to use him as like a bait and a lure to get fucking Rice over there. You understand? Like, oh, you know, kind of not a swap deal, but okay, we'll throw him in, knock down the price, you know, whatever, negotiation type situation. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things going into it. It's just like, but I realize he ain't here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It just seems to me that it's gone on for so long now. And I said it'd go all the way to the window, to the last day. And
I agree with that.
And I'm pretty, and I said that about 3 weeks ago. I said I can see it going all the way to the end, and I just don't know. I'm not convinced. I'm not like nothing tells me that he wants to come back. Like because you'd be banging on the door, wouldn't you? Like you've just had the best season of your career in the last 2 years. Like if it works both ways, West Ham should be banging on Man United's door, and Lingard should be banging on Man United's door, saying. I don't want to.
I see him coming. I see him coming, James. Honestly, I see him coming. But like, I agree with Charlie as well. Like, he would have already been here, and I agree with yourself. Like, yo, they might.
But then you got to look at it.
Yeah.
The only thing you got to look at is it him or is it the owners?
Yeah.
Because what people keep thinking. And this is the thing where I try and remain consistent in what I say, is that people go, why ain't Lingard demanding a move out? But why ain't our owners demanding a move for him? Like, our owners should, as soon as that window was open, they should have been up to Manchester. Right, we want to find out how much you want for Lingard and done a negotiation. Obviously, 30 million is too much. But if someone would have said to me 20 million for him, and we get him on a 4-year deal, I think that's a good bit of business myself. I think he was. If you get 4 years out of Lingard, you've got a good player there for 4 years, and you can build around him and all. I don't know. I'm not convinced, mate. I'm not convinced at all. I actually think. I'll ask Charlie this. I think we will get Zuma. That's the man. I think we will get him. And I think we won't bring no one else in after that. I think he will go with the team he's got.
That'd be a shame too, because
that would be shit.
Yo, because what Moyes has done and put together, the whole backroom staff, the boys are playing out of their mind. We got a chance to do something that would be an absolute sin to do to us.
What would be an acceptable window though for you? Like, what would you say is an acceptable window? Like, because to me that's
a backup striker, a center back, and a left back. At least. Everybody's happy now. We're on a great run. 2 games in. So man's is gonna get knocked. Since this is the way it is. You know, Dawson, whoever. God forbid nobody does, but what team goes the whole season through the Prem, which is the most physical, the most demanding league in the whole world, and get nobody out? It just don't happen. It don't happen. You understand? It just don't. So I don't know. It's like I'm
saying it, and I'll say it again, man. Car left because he could play central as well. I'm saying that. Yo, this is my dream. So my dream would be we get Car, we get Zuma, we get Ruben Loftus-Cheek. This ain't gonna happen. And then we get Carvalho and Sema. 5 players. And that ain't going to happen, but that would be my dream.
But Carr's going to want to play on the left side, and Augie's got that locked down. We need somebody next to Augie with a little bit of pace and athleticism. You know what I mean? Not just that, and you could read the game as well and all that.
Oh, what about that Laborde, I forgot about him. Laborde, or whatever his name is. Gatan Laborde or whatever. He's dope, man. He looks tidy,
I ain't,
man. He's good in the air like Carroll was,
I ain't
and
sure you. I ain't
two-footed,
sure
man.
you talking about. You might be saying his name weird or something. I don't know what
Yeah,
you're talking about.
Loborde.
he's
Hello,
from
Gatan Laborde. He
he's
is
from
fire.
Montpellier.
Yeah,
He's from.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
where he's from.
yeah.
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you
Mm.
either
I was
way.
looking him on YouTube, dog. Homeboy got skills, man, and he's good with his nut, man, and he's two-footed like every Premier League player should be. Like, and no, homeboy's yo, yeah, I forgot about him. Him instead of Carvalho. Him and Simmer.
I
Him
thought
and Simmer.
Milinkovic was the good business. He started.
Mm.
He was the
Yep,
main guy on his
yep,
defense. He was the leader of the
yep.
defense. He won aerial battles. Has strength. Has the pace to get back.
He was
And
like an upgrade on
it would have been
Valbuena,
cheap.
man.
It would have
Straight
been
up.
cheaper than Zuma.
Yeah, I know.
Mm.
And he's what? Fucking 23?
Yep.
23. Yeah.
And 6'5". Yep.
It's. I just think a lot of it has been they've been stalling so much that
Yep.
it's got to the stage now where they're stalling all the fucking time, basically. I think if they get a defender in and one more player, I could sort of accept it. Just
No, we
like
need
just
more, James. We
I
need
know
more.
we do.
We need
I know
more,
we do,
man.
but the problem is I don't think we've got the money, mate, and I don't think we've got the resources to back it up. And that's the question that everyone has to ask. I know people keep moaning about saying about, oh, you've got to be positive. You've got to be positive. Team's playing well. I get that, but it only takes one bad result, and we can drop like a stone. And
Yep.
it's just me being real, mate. And as I keep
No, no,
saying,
no. I hear you. I hear you. But it's like we like that. Like I said this earlier on in the same show. I said when Pellegrini came through, and
mm,
Charlie Dunn heard me say this too before. When Pellegrini came through, it was the fans wanted him. No, the fans didn't want him. When Pellegrini came through, they were throwing money at him like he was the hottest stripper in the nightclub, or in the strip club. Sorry, and he wasn't. And it's like Moyes has actually proved himself done like Daniela Mercedes Moist. Like let's
mm,
call that's his stripper name for a gal. And it's like, yo, the gal they just got me, but the gal's like, yo, she's giving lap dances like, yo, she's running two things. And it's like she's proven. It's not like some fresh new gal that comes into to the strip club with the reputation. Moyes has proved his worth. We need to be throwing money at him like he's Father Christmas, dog. I am playing with you, man. And they're not. And that's why I don't blame you for not stepping foot into the London Stadium for 6 years, dog. I do not blame you for that.
mm.
You gave Moisey a stripper name.
I know. Daniela Mercedes Moist, dog. How you mean?
This guy.
DMM. How you mean? She'll
Mm.
DM you on some DMM shit, dog. How you mean?
It's like I done a little bit of. I was listening to what they were saying earlier about the 45 million. When
Yeah.
you sort of weigh it up, all we've been really given is 20 million out of everything. When you start sort of divulging into it, when you add the Anderson money on top of that, and you had the money from last year, we're really only been given 20 million extra on our budget. And I
Yeah.
just think it's poor, really. The only thing that I can think of is he must have people lined up, like a loan deal or something like for a
He
striker.
has to, James. He
You know
has
what I
to.
mean?
Cross
Has
Hammers the guy. Hey, Cross Hammer said, "Can't we just mug the owners?
Yeah,
Get on
What a
a
hundred, dog.
get on the Brooklyn
yeah.
vibes."
It's
Johnny boy up to East London. Dog.
the
Turn it to
thing
East
is,
Knock, knock,
Flatbush.
they
knock.
need
Go
to
to
be mugged.
Sullivan's. Go to Sullivan's Gates. Knock, 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 knock. Hello. Like,
Mm.
who are you? I can't recognize you with that mask on and like, yo, the hoodie and like this, that, and the third. Yeah, you can't. Boss. Like, yo, man.
I tell him I'm father transfer. Just
Father Transfer. Charlie Boy, aka Father Transfer. It's official, dog. It's official. Nah, something has to go on, though, man. Like, this is ridiculous, man. Like, what is it? James, what is it? August 24th? Is it 23rd,
Yeah,
24th?
I'm looking at it right now. Wait, what's
24th.
the draws?
7 days
What the
left.
20? What the draws Friday? No.
Yeah, George Friday. Yeah.
Yeah. For Europa. Yeah, man.
Mm.
And then the
And
final day to transfers just after that.
Yeah.
so
Fucking
before I
hell,
go,
man.
I want to ask
Yeah.
you, who would you fancy in the Europa League before I go?
The first group stage.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, my mom's side of the family, they support Napoli, aren't they in it or no?
I'm not sure if they are in it as it goes.
I
I think
think
they might be.
Lazio's in it. I think Lazio's
Lazio
in
in it,
it.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I hate
Yeah.
Lazio. Let's get them. I know
Yeah.
people that
Me
say, oh,
too,
it's a
dog.
West Ham connection, but not not on my Italian
Yeah.
side of the family. My English side of the family ain't gonna understand that, but I don't like Lazio. They're a bunch of
Mm.
pussy holes. I don't like them.
I tell you what,
I'd like to
I can,
smash Rangers or Celtic too.
Yeah,
I
me too.
can,
I want Rangers, dog. I want Rangers and Celtic. Rangers,
mate.
Celtic, not
You can only get
Lazio
you can only get one peach in the group stage.
Yeah.
and Slavia Prague.
Mm.
I don't care. I'm picking like 20.
I think
I want
I
all of them.
think if we can keep it to like a 3 hour travel, I think we'd be all right. I think if we can
Yeah,
get
makes sense.
Rangers,
Yeah, for
a team
fatigue
in
and all that shit.
France, a
Yeah.
team in Italy, and just say a team in Bulgaria or something, or Romania. If we can only have one long journey, yeah, I think we'd be all right. But
And
I don't
teams
want.
with easy COVID things, you know what I mean? I mean, not.
Yeah.
I don't want to get the boys in a bad position or have them quarantined for fucking 2 weeks or no crazy nonsense. Every country's different right now, and it keeps switching. B, that's like, man, yo, when my passport comes, that's the only thing I'm waiting for. But I already got my plane ticket over there. Boom, Boxing Day. I'm worried about, you know what I mean? Well, hopefully they give me my passport. You know, mans do got a little thing back in the day. I don't know. Hopefully they
no
don't be like,
doubt.
yo, denied. You know what
I'm
I'm
on the
saying?
same flex, dog. I'm on the same flex, dog. Trust me.
But I'm worried about they shut down everything again. And then they're like, oh, you can't fly, whatever. Nobody can fly. And I'm just out the money. I want to be fucking hot, B. Plus, I ain't been since I think either 2017 or 18. I don't remember when this COVID shit started, but the last time I was going to go, and then that next month, the COVID came. But they did the refund because they was locking down everything. So the airplane people hooked me up. They
It's going to be
Watt passed
interesting.
away today.
It's going to be interesting on Friday who we do get. Obviously, like it's going to be a big draw, mate, for us. But I do think we need a kind draw. Like at the minute with the squad depth, that's why I'm thinking if we can get it to like 3 hours, 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours. Right,
Well, how long
than that,
does it take to travel to Glasgow? How long does it take to travel to Glasgow from like Stansted or whatever?
That's quick.
Glasgow's an hour. That's an hour.
That's what I want then.
So
that's what I want then.
Yeah, and that's what I'm hoping for, that we get them in our seed. Even if we go to Spain, that's a couple of hours. We can do that. If we go to France, that's an hour. So even places like Antwerp in Belgium, something like that. That's the sort of games that we want to be aiming for. Anywhere. I don't want to go to Turkey. Right?
No,
I think Turkey.
thank you.
Is miles and miles away, and
they got toxic supporters, dog. They got toxic supporters, man.
And I want to try and stay away from Eastern Europe if we can. Do you know what I mean? Try and get someone in Austria, even, or somewhere in Germany. Like, if we can say Central Europe, then I think we'd be all right. Do you know
what teams, like, excuse my ignorance, people, what teams are like, what teams do you got in like Turkey or Istanbul, like Belgium, not Turkey, sorry, like Belgium,
Belgium,
Istanbul,
we got Royal Antwerp will be in it. They're a good team. They played Tottenham last year. You got Galatasaray, who would be in it.
Yeah,
who's a Turkish team. You got a couple of others. Obviously, Slavia Prague are playing a Polish team tomorrow night, and
yeah,
that's a big game for them. It's 2-2 from the first leg. And
yeah,
basically,
Hey,
Slav,
don't the Spuds got to play? Do they got to play the Pacos again?
yeah,
Oh no, yeah,
yeah,
they do,
yeah,
right? They haven't
I,
played it yet.
yeah. I think they rolled them. They rolled them about 5 or 6-0.
yeah,
At White Lane. With Slavia, yeah, they have to win in Poland. Right? They can't if they draw or lose, then they're out. So that's a big game for them because it's 2-2 from the first leg, and basically, they have to either score 2 or win the game. Basically,
yeah,
so yeah, I think there's them. There's a few teams really, but obviously,
yeah.
where we're going to be the third seed, we're going to be in a group where we're going to have 2 higher seeds than us, and that's where it's going to get tricky. But I'm hoping if we can get someone like Rangers or Celtic in there, and get a Marseille, for instance, and maybe another sort of Spanish type team, maybe even German team, even then avoid that sort of um, Eastern Europe, like Poland and
Yeah,
Romania
yeah,
and all that. Then
yeah.
I do think we'll be all right. I think what you do is you will play strongest teams at home, like the home games. When he goes away, you go with a mixed team and save on the and save on us basically.
So
Let's have a
you
look.
said Payak is still in it, right? Like Payak are in it from Greece,
Um, no, well it is. They're in. Who is it?
Olympiacos or some shit. Or are they in
Olympiacos. Olympiacos is still in it. I'll tell you what I'll do.
Word
Wait
up.
there 1 second. I'll read it out to you. Hold on. Look, I'll read it out.
Yeah,
But like, can you hear me?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, you can hear me. Yeah, you can hear me. Yeah, right, good. Right, let's have a look. What we got here? Right, Champions League. Right, we have Rangers have got a game against a team. I've never even heard of this team, and they're 1-0 up from the first leg. So as long as
Mhm.
Rangers win that game, they go through. You've got Fenerbahce in there. They are 1-0 up from the first leg. You got Rapid Vienna versus a team from Ukraine. Rapid Vienna are 3-0 up from the first leg, so they're going to go through. You got Galatasaray, Celtic are 2-0 up from the first leg. Then you got teams like Red Star Belgrade, and they're 4-0 up from the first.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No,
That's like my shit. That's like
yeah,
my shit, dog.
he
That's
cut
like my
out.
shit. That's like my shit, Charlie. Straight up. That's my steez, man. I'm supposed to be the one freezing, like, yo, on some breakdancing shit, like, straight up, man.
Yo, shout out to your internet today. That shit is fucking beep running. Your
Oh,
shit is
yo,
clean. Oh, that's
Virgin.
because you in the crib next to the signal.
Done
Now
them.
what it
Done them.
now what it was is because I cut off. You can hear me, but you
Yeah.
can't. If I turn that, I'll turn that off. Right, I'll do it this way. And basically, when you look at the sort of fixtures, you got Royal Antwerp. Well, Royal Antwerp could go out, mate. They're 4-2 down from the first leg.
Against who?
Against there's a couple of Greek teams in it, you know.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And there's a couple of Austrian teams. So we could get someone like Sturm Graz. You ever heard
Yeah,
of Sturm Graz before? Yeah,
yeah.
decent team. The one team I don't really want in it is Olympiacos. That's one team I don't really want. Like they're a good team, and
Yeah,
that's Greece, and
yeah, yeah,
that's a mission.
yeah.
I mean, but the rest of them, I'll
That's
be
how I was
quite
asking
disappointed.
you about Payock, because like, yo, I know they're Greece, and like that is a mission, dog. That's like that's fatigue
Mm,
written all over it, man.
mm. The only thing I can think of is if Slavia go out,
Yeah,
then we might be able to get a couple of their players, but I don't think they'll be eligible to play in Europe. That's the only problem.
raid
Yeah, I
their
gotta
squad.
focus on the league anyways, man. Like I know Europe is a beautiful it's a beautiful new kind of adventure for us and I love it, but I want to get into the Champions League and like I think this is baby steps for us to like get into Europe, but I wouldn't I let me ask you guys this. I think I did the other night or Wally did the other night, but would you like prioritize Europa League or the Premier League? Because for me, it would be the Premier League all day
Yeah,
long.
I think I think for I'm gonna have to shoot off in a minute,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah. No doubt, no doubt.
I think that you have to prioritise the league,
Yeah,
and then the only time that the Europa League gets serious is in the last 16, in my opinion. Like if we get to the last 16 in Europa League, then we've got to start
Right.
changing it up. Do you know what I mean? I
yeah.
think if we can get, I think if we've got a good enough squad there at the minute, if we can add a few players to get out of the group, and then if we can get through the first game, the last 32 game, then it's game on. Then we're 3 games away from the final, basically. So yeah, it's one of them ones, mate. I think we've got to make sure that we don't fuck up in the league this year. Like,
And that's what I'm saying. Like cross hammer, big yourself up. But it's like, yo, homeboy saying like Europe ain't ready for us. Yeah,
mm,
okay. They might not be ready for our starting 11, but do you want our
mm,
starting 11 playing in Europe with the chance that, let's say, Antonio's hamstring snap.
nah,
Fornals gets his leg broken, which didn't happen the other day, but could happen like against a Europa team. Like I just play the youngsters, and that's why we need to bring people in so they can be the backup for what we have to do in Europe. It's two teams, man. It's two
mm.
teams. Check out there's two
I
teams in
want to
the
see.
FA
I
Cup
want to.
League.
I want to
Yeah,
Hey
see.
man.
fellas,
Well,
I gotta shoot off. I didn't even realize I was supposed to bounce like 10 minutes ago. I'm over here bullshit.
See
Yo.
you
Thank
later,
you for
mate.
coming on, Doc.
Oh shit,
Honestly, it's
about to knock
always a
over the mic.
pleasure. How you mean, man?
All right, fellas, take it easy.
Take
Don't
care,
know.
man.
Don't know. But you hear what I'm saying, though, Feet. It's like we got to play two teams, man. Like it's not
Mm,
just gonna be one team. Like I hear what Crosshammer's saying. We need a new striker. Yes, we do need a new striker. We need many positions. But it's like,
mm.
yeah, him saying it like or her saying, I don't know if it's a him, her, or alien or whatever. But it's like, yeah, we our starting 11 could give anybody a match in Europe, but it's like, do you want to risk that when your main priority is the Premier League? I don't.
I think. I think it's going to have to be a mix. Have to be a mix of youth. I think.
Like
Uh,
who? Tell me who then? Who? Who would
well,
you
I can see Baptista playing. I can see Diop
go
playing. I can see
on,
Connor Coventry playing.
go on? Noble
Lanzini
for
playing.
sure. I think
Yeah,
Noble for sure. I think he'll fit into the Europa League like a duck out of water. To tell you the truth,
I can see Noble playing. I can
yeah,
see Fredericks. I can see Ben Johnson in there. There's loads. I can see Yarmolenko playing.
yeah,
Um,
me too.
I
As a
th-
striker or a left winger. Or a right winger, right? Because he plays
yeah, he
right,
cuts
he's
in.
left footed, but he cuts in. Then
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
What do you think,
I think
winger or
I think
striker
that's,
for
I think a striker,
Yarmolenko?
mate.
Come again?
I think a striker myself.
Yeah, I agree with you,
Yeah,
especially in Europe. Like, yeah,
yeah.
100.
And I think that's what it'd be, mate. And I think I don't know, Pete. I think they might play the home games with a stronger team.
Yeah,
I think if just for argument's sake, if West Ham's going to be guaranteed in the next round,
yeah,
there's no way Rice goes. There's no way Cresswell goes. There's no way Antonio goes. You
good.
go over there with a reserve team as good as and call it that. Do you know what I
I
mean?
just, I no, I hear you. I'm just scared because like you saw what happened to Lanzini when he went to Argentina, and then like he's in training and he did his Achilles in, and he's never been the same player. And it's like I'm scared that we're gonna play like some of our top boys in Europa,
Mm,
and they're gonna get done in. Like, and I don't want that. I want us to have like, I think it's a competition for the youngsters with a sprinkle of seniors, but those seniors can't be like our first choice seniors. Like it has, like Noble's not one of our first choice seniors, so it has to be like somebody like Noble. It has to be like even Lanzini. Lanzini's brilliant, but
Mm.
it has to be somebody like I pack the like if we do like what like 4-2-3-1, I pack the two with like Lanzini and Noble. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Like I don't want to see our first team choices going in, and having the risk of them getting injured or them just being fatigued for the next match when we have to play Burnley or whatever. I don't, you know what I mean? Like I don't want
Mm.
to, because we should be rolling over teams like Burnley. But if we go to like Turkey, like you're saying, let's like this is West Ham, so we'll probably draw somebody in Istanbul or Turkey, and it's like I don't want to see us having to go over there, get all fatigued, come back, and then it affects the way we're playing in the Premier League
Mm.
because our our squad is so thin, like one ply toilet paper. We have no other choice. That's why we have to make signings, man. And like Golden, Sullivan, and Brady need to get their heads out of their asses and do two things, man. Because I don't see how you can do this. 22 years, we have not achieved this level, and we've achieved this level, and they're not going to invest in it. That's like the most idiotic, stupidest, selfish, I don't give a fuck about your club mentality type thing. And it pisses me off, man.
Mm. Yeah, but we will see though, Pete. I think it'll be all right. I really do. Um,
I hope
I
so,
think
dog.
I think the draw will sort itself out, and as long as we stay away from that side of Europe, then we'll be all right.
Yeah, I agree
Do
with
you know
you
what I
on
mean?
that. I agree with you on that, man. I agree with you on that,
Mm.
100. Man, listen. Let's split off of these two things, man. Yo, Fever, you're a legend. You're a Don Mythman, legend things, man. Thank you for coming on earlier with like for Gates's like 19 year wedding anniversary and thing. And yo, you always drop science, like that's what we say like in the hip hop world, like, yo, you drop
Mm.
science, that means knowledge. You know what I mean? Like, you're dropping science, you're dropping knowledge, man.
Mm.
And thank you for dropping science. Thank you for being real to yourself and like and real on what you're saying. I appreciate that. Everybody that's watching and all them, they appreciate that. Don't think it gets unnoticed, man. You calling me a G? You're a fucking G, rude boy. So
The
yo,
thing
man,
is, mate, I'm gonna
try.
leave it at this. Right, I'll leave it at this with you. Oh, I'm consistent in what I say.
Yep,
I don't flip flop. I
yep,
say how it is, and basically, if you keep it real to yourself, you won't go wrong.
yep,
It's when people sort of put on this positive mentality when they've got to look at the bigger picture. I understand
yep.
it. Everyone's got their own way of doing things, but I'm old school. Like if
No
there's a
word up,
problem, you
Petrin.
got to.
I'm old school like Doc Martin Bootstock. I'm
Mm,
old school like Doc Martin Bootstock, straight up.
that's
And
what it is.
I'm as real as steel, straight up. I'm as real as steel. But it's like I I believe all like that creative visualization puts shit out in the universe and it'll come back type thing. So that's
Mm.
why you'll hear the 5, 6, 7 ones from me because hey, I know it won't happen, but if it does, hooray, hooray! You get what I'm saying? And that might help them out a bit, dog.
Mm.
Straight up, I'd rather be positive than negative, and don't let nobody tell you you're negative because you're not negative. You're just like you're stating facts, and
I'm a realist.
you're just being real. Yeah, no, one
I'm just
hundred.
real.
Trust
I'm
me,
a realist, mate.
I'm being real with like with on a sunny day. You're being real on some like fucking like gray cloud like London day, dog. Trust me, I know,
Well,
I
let's
get
put
you.
it this way, Pete. This is put it this way. I'm gonna have to shoot off.
Go on.
Last season, everyone was slating Ben Rama, and I was the only one backing him up. obviously other people was, yourself was, you said this geezer needs time and needs to play,
Yeah, no.
but the vast majority of people were slagging this man off. Now they're all fans now of him.
Yeah.
Like
And can I go on, go on, go on,
and
go
how
on.
and how people have changed their tune
Yeah.
on a player.
Can I tell you, dog? And I told you this before, and I'll say it again because there might be people on this, like watching this right now, that didn't hear what I said the first time, dog. But like, yo, man, I'm of that positive ilk that it's like, if he's on the bench, I'm like, oh, he'll come off and do something. My dad's on your ilk. Like, he's
Mm,
like, why the fuck is he on the bench? He should be starting. You know what I
mm,
mean? And it's like, what, you're only gonna give him 10 minutes? I'm like, well, maybe, like, he'll do good things in those 10 minutes that he's given. My dad, no, my father's like, no, he should have been on like in 15, 20 minutes before that. So trust me, I get you, you get me, you don't know. And honestly, I've been Ben Rama from the start, man. And so have
mm.
you. And yo, you're gonna win that bet. Don't even sweat two things. Don't even wipe off no sweat on your forehead,
I ain't
dog.
worried,
You're
mate.
gonna win two
I
things, bro.
because the way I look at it is all right. I ain't worried because I know the
Yeah.
man's ability, and I know the man scores goals, and I know the man will make goals.
Like
Um,
doesn't he and Bowen look like, no, it's the three. No, it's the four of them, dog. It's the
mm,
four of them. Doesn't Bowen, Ben Rama, Fornals, and Antonio look like they're on a different planet this season? Like they
mm.
played wicked
Well, I
last
turned
season, sorry,
around.
but this season it's like, yo,
Mm, I turned around, and I said it last season. People were slagging off Ben Rama, saying he ain't scoring no goals. He's not doing it much in games.
yeah,
So I turned around and I said about Fornells. I said I like Fornells' work rate, but that's all he does. He needs to score more
mm,
goals and make more goals.
mm.
If both of them start creating and start scoring, then we're gonna have a good season this year. Right,
What
man.
what do you think about like what do you think about like Declan Rice adding that to his game? Like, what do you think about Declan Rice? Like scoring, like Homeboy is wicked at breaking up play. One of the
Mm,
best. He's Mr. Breakup. Like I love him to bits, bobs, and pieces. But like, imagine if he added, like, he gets the assists. He might be the third, fourth ball behind an assist or a goal. But I see that. I see that. If he added maybe getting goals to his game, like, because it was like Suchek and Rice in the last match, it was like they kind of changed positions because normally, like, Suchek's the boy that gets at the back of the post, bosh, in the goal, like with his head, or he's like going up the middle, scores. And it's like they kind of changed positions against Leicester. And it was good seeing Rice getting a bit more forward. Do you think that, like, Rice going a bit more forward might make him like the ultimate 150 million quid player? Like, what are you saying?
possibly, mate.
Yeah.
Possibly, it could be
Yeah.
done. But the way I look at it is, I don't rely um, on Rice scoring goals for us.
I feel
That's
no,
the
no, neither
difference.
do I. But wouldn't that be nice to add to his game?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
wouldn't, right?
it'd be nice for him to score goals, but if I don't want him to leave that position that he's in, I think
No,
that
no, no,
position suits him.
me neither. Me neither. But wasn't it beautiful? Like seeing Fornals score the goal he scored against Leicester. Like that was a striker's finish. Like,
Mm,
nobody could tell me different. That was a striker's finish.
mm,
He didn't have a hack at it. He didn't cross it with his laces. He just like touched the ball and placed it.
yeah,
And it
I
went,
agree, mate.
you know what I mean? Like that, and that's something added to his game, man. Like, yeah.
Well, anyway, Pete,
Yo,
I'm
don't know.
gonna go, mate. It is now.
All right, man.
I tell you what time it is. It's now 2 o'clock in the morning here, so I've got to
I
go to bed,
hate
mate.
this time zone difference thing, dog. Like
Yeah.
I honestly I
What
respect you
time's
so
it
much.
there? What
What
time's it
time is it?
there?
It's not like 5 to 9, dog.
Oh, mate, go away, Peach. I'm going to bed.
It's 5 to 9, like yo. When I watch Russ's show, like now West Ham Network, I got to get up at like 7 o'clock just so I could be like watching that at 7:30 and talk to you boys like on the
Mm,
live chat thing. Like, I hate this time zone shit, man. It's like don't make sense, man.
it don't matter,
Listen,
mate.
you listen. Do what Wally World said, dog. Do what Wally World said.
I
You want to
will
know
do,
what
mate.
Wally World said?
Yeah, I read it. I saw it. Yeah,
Yeah, so it's like the lemon drink I was talking about, but with some like Tennessee JD whiskey, dog. Trust me.
that's right, mate. No worries, Peach. Take care,
What
brother.
did yo?
All the best.
Hold up. What did they call that? What did they call that? Like a toddy? They call that a toddy, don't they?
What's
What they
that?
call that? It's like when you drink the whiskey and like it has the lemon and lime and all that shit. It
I
like an
think so.
old
Yeah,
toddy. Some
yeah.
shit like that. Like, yo, I know you're not on your Todd, but yo, you could drink a toddy or whatever. Yo, big yourself up, dog. One love, much respect.
Take care, man.
All right, Bridget.
Yeah, mate. And don't get nicked, whatever you do.
Yo, I'm too quick, dog. I'm too quick, dog.
I
Trust me.
know,
I'm
mate.
like Jimenez. Trust me, I'm too quick, dog. How you mean?
No
Big
worries, mate.
yourself
Take
up,
care.
man. Big
Take
yourself
care, man.
up. Big yourself up. Yo, so now there was one, and that one is me. PEA to the C to the H on the MIC. That was weak though, because I said C like 2 times. You can't do that in rhyming. It's like, yo, then there was one, then there was me. It's Peach on the MIC, in the place to be, but I always say in the place to be, so that sounds kind of wacky. I smoke some tobacco wacky and be like, woo wee. Wally World's in the cut. Straight up. Yo, you want me to put the StreamYard link in so you can say what up? I'm just saying I'm here. Because when I'm here, I got 2 ears. I can't talk to nobody about West Ham around these places near. I gotta go on some YouTube or go on some live chats just to talk about 2 West Ham things and drop 2 raps. I like boom bap. That's like KRS-One, but Charlie's more MC Shan. Queensbridge, and done. Some people think that Moines ain't getting the money, and I agree with that. And I think the board is acting funny. I don't agree with how it's going because it's almost like he's getting played, G. Because I don't agree with David Sullivan, David Gold, fuck Jack, and Karen Brady. I like Brady's daughter. Trust me. That's honest. She's kind of hype. If you ain't seen the picture, Google it. And you'll see 2 things that look like a promise. I hear what James is saying with Turkey and Istanbul. Too fatigued on the flights to come back to the Premier League and win 5-0. So I'd rather have Rangers or Celtic. Glasgow sounds good. Go there, beat them like what 2-3 and focus on the Premier League like we should. This is Europa. It's not Champions League, man. We'll get to Champions League, man, but it's baby steps. That's how we gotta proceed and walk slowly. Don't jump. Tell me to jump. I'm not saying how high, because when we jump, it's gonna be jumping to the win the Premier League or the Champions League, right? We got the draw on Friday, which is a high day in the afternoon. You could ask that, I forget his name, but I know that man from Boys in the Hood, Ice Cube, who was done in the movie, who's the MC smoking the doobie, Zuby, that's Charlie P, that's how I rock it on the microphone. You never knew me, but now you know me. I'm your homie. Straight up. This is how we rock a flow. I kill it from Pennsylvania to Pittsburgh to East London to Toronto to Brooklyn to Australia. Big up Neil from down under. All these MCs trying to clap, clap, clap. I'm lightning and I'm thunder. Not under, no rug. MCs, they act like mugs. Like, you know the ones you drink out. Like how you wanna be. I'm drinking out a mug. I'm drinking coffee or tea. You see the PEAC to the H. West Ham's 4-1 win against Leicester City was fucking great. Antonio, 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 Antonio. I think Antonio, like that was the name of this video, Antonio. I think he is such a beautiful person. I think he is such a brilliant player. I said it in the beginning. If you're late, I'm going to recap. It was from Tooting and Mitchell to Reading to where, like, I think Southampton, Sheffield Wednesday, Colchester, Cheltenham, back to Tooting and Mitchell. Yo, I think back to Reading, Nottingham Forest, and then West Ham. Antonio is a special specimen, man. He's a special person. He's not flash. He sticks on to defenders and midfielders like a rash. Like, there's two things. Like, if I was walking, like, down the street, yeah, and, like, yo, I go into an alleyway, and I see some big man, like, yo, Peach, Brethren, I'm running. It's like, that's how defenders and midfielders, like, deal with Antonio, dog. It's like he comes at them, and they run in the opposite direction. He's a beast. He's a beast. From East London. East London. You know what I was singing all day today? I'll show you. See, I can have conversations with myself, dog. Like, big up James Fever, big up Charlie Boy. I can have conversations with myself still, you know. I ain't playing with you, man. But, like, what was it today I was singing, dog? All day. We are winning the league. We are winning the league. No, was it we are or where? Where? No, yeah, we are winning the league. We are winning the league. Irons, we are winning the league. We are winning the league. Irons, we are winning the league. We are winning the league. Irons, we are winning the league. We are winning the league. How you mean, man? Yo, that was so dope yesterday, man. Straight up. Let me go through some comments quick. Hold up. 1 second. Uno momentos, por favor, señor and señorita. How you mean? This how we rock. Hold up. Can't we mark the owners? Yeah, that was set because I remember Charlie talking about that. Epic hashtime. Some of your destinations have errors. Yeah, they probably all have errors. I don't care. Don't know if it's possible to get them in our group. Put that up. Payet has the worst haircut. I don't know. I couldn't give a shit, dog. Payet is a snakehead. How do you mean? That's what his name should be. Dimitri Snakehead. Nobody is going to want to be in a... Yeah, I saw that one before. Well said, Wally. I agree with you. Under 23s are buzzing. They are. Langelo, Ashby, Alisi, Baptiste, Odebeku. Yo, trust me, sprinkled with a little Yarmolenko and Masuaku and Lanzini. Like, that's who I see playing in the Europe thing, straight up. Lanzini will want to shine. Moyes knows this. Lanzini will score a screamer like he did against Spurs. You don't know. You guys are a G. We're all G's, dog. Yo, who was that Crosshammer? You're a G for blood clot. How do you mean, man? Real G's only like tune into these things, dog. Real talk. Liverpool and Man, you are scared. Spurs look at us like we are the ghost in the room. Lots of laughs. Come on, you irons. So they look like we're the ghost of Christmas past. Come on, you irons. They look like us like we're the ghost, like an allergic rash. Trust me. Come on, you irons. They look like us like we the ghost of like something that they can't have. Yo, oh, I could keep going on for days. Where's Foshizi, man? Like Foshizi's always like comes up into these things, man, but he ain't in. Feel better, James. Yeah, a Jameson, a Jameson. First time I heard that. Oh, there it goes. Feel better, James. Word up, Wally. Hold on. See, it skips. Hold up. Lots of laughs. Epic task, old fashioned. Yo, so I watched this show, right? Straight up. I'm going off topic. Proper off topic. But it's like, yo, I'm having a drink still. Cheers. I watched this show, right? And it's called Bar Rescue with this guy, John Taffer, in it. If you ain't watched it, watch it. It's live. And he goes into these like pubs, restaurants, whatever, and he'll like I don't know. The intro starts like, oh, these people, this restaurant or this pub or this bar, whatever, they were doing so bad, like they needed to break out the books and call John Taffer, Bar Rescue. Like it's a bit extra, but Homeboy comes through and like he sends like what he calls recon. So like he'll send like two people in, either like who live up in that area or like his own people, and they'll go in and they'll order like two drinks. And normally they'll order like old fashioned or like a martini. I never had an old fashioned though, you know. I'd be interested to have an old fashioned straight up. I don't know what it is. Wally World, help me out, because I know you know what an old fashioned is. I don't know what an old fashioned is. I think it's just like whiskey and like some shit, but I don't know. And yeah, he like gets these two people to go into to the establishment, order like something like old English. Old English is a 40, man. How do you mean 40? 40? No, 40. It's like a 40. That's how they say it. Like, but it's like, yo, they don't order 40s. They order like old what did I say? It was not old English because that's the 40. Old fashioned. They order an old fashioned. And it's like, yo, sometimes they can't make the drink. Homeboy comes into the restaurant, cusses them all out. Yo, he rips them like two new ones, dog. And then like, yo, they redo like the kitchen, the restaurant, the pub bar, whatever you want to call it. And yo, dope show, man. If you ain't seen it, watch it. Bar Rescue, John Taffer. Big things, dog. I should get him to sponsor this flipping show. You already know, Peach. I know. Light gold, but the rest ain't the best. I know. But Brady, I would give a quickie. Do you agree? No, I don't. Her daughter? Yes, please. Brady? No. Ain't about that. Come on, you irons. Crossham, I'm still buzzing and had a dream about us last night. I'm sure we are going to do well this season. Absolutely. I agree with that. That's the end of the comments. That is the show done. Thank you very much for tuning in. Wally World, here, hold on. If he's in here, yo, if you're still here, I'm going to wait. What's the time? It's 9:11. What? On some 9:11 shit. That's crazy. That's like when you see, like, what is it? It's like 11:34. Because if you turn that upside down, it says hell. Real talk. Wally World, old fashioned is bourbon, sugar, and bitters. Boom. You want to come on? Just let me know. Yes or no. If no, show's done. If yes, I got time to talk to you, dog. Let me know. And while he lets me know, I'm just gonna get another drink. Straight up. Big up Daya from Daya's Banter. Big up Tufty. How you mean? Legend. Big up Wally World. James Fever. Charlie Boy. Forge from Iron. Russie B. Jake. What? Mr. West Ham unofficial, dog. KDK. Yo, it's KDK's birthday on Thursday. Wally, come through on Thursday. I'm gonna put you on because it's KDK's birthday. We're gonna have like a little happy birthday on YouTube for it, dog. Straight up. But yo, let me know if you want to come through, man. It's I'll put the thing in the thing. If you come on, you come on. If you don't, you don't. Don't know. No worries. If I can do it, hold up. Uno momento, por favor. Hold up. Yeah, I'm just gonna get the next drink still. Hold on, Wally World replied. Can't find the link. I know, because I just sent it to you. Silly. Yo, Crosshammer, you wanna come on? Come through, dog. Yo, the more the merrier. I don't business, dog. Do you think the Bone would smash Biden in a fist fight? Come on, that's a stupid ass question, dog. That's a stupid ass question. That's saying like, yo, do you think Donald Trump would beat Anderson Silva? Like, no, that's silly. Behave. There's the link. Hold on, Wally. Oh, see, Wally's in the place. So Wally's gonna come on. He's gonna talk to y'all about Ryan Fredericks. He's gonna show you how Ryan Fredericks was the only player that had the speed to get back and stop Maximum or Saint Maximum. I call him Maximilian still. But he was the only player to stop him from scoring a goal. I'm going to bring Wally on. I'm going to disappear. Just grab a drink. I will be back to talk to Wally. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is Wally, a.k.a. Fletch, a.k.a. Mr. National Lampoons, a.k.a. I'm driving my family to Wally World and looking at some hot blonde gal in a red convertible, Mr. Wally World. There you go. Go on, my son. I will be right back, dog.
What a way to
It's
welcome
Wally
me.
World.
What a way to welcome me. Put me on, put me right on the spot. Put me here all by myself, not to talk to Peach. Wow, this is tough. But anyway, yeah, as you probably know, Ryan Fredericks is my favorite player. He has
There's only one Ryan Fredericks. One
yeah.
Ryan Fredericks. There's only one Ryan Fredericks.
Let me tell you something. You
Go
know,
on, my G.
Vladimir Sufal just had his
Yep,
29th birthday, right? 29. The guy's getting a little old in the tooth, a little
yep,
long in the tooth, right? He's
yep,
29,
yep,
maybe slowing down a little. I think it's
yep.
time we bring in a younger, pacier right back, for a little bit.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second, dog. Does any of this have to do with a man like from Fulham, I think it was, named Ryan Fredericks?
Yeah, well, he's younger, he's pacier.
How old is Ryan Fredericks? Is he as old as like his shirt number, or is he a bit older?
He's a bit older, but he's younger than Sufal, that's for sure.
Okay, so we want to start a petition. We want to start me and Wally and myself. Sorry, we want to start a petition to get Fredericks in the top spot at right back, and Sufal can maybe buy a Zimmer frame or just like cool out and chill, like get a wheelchair off of Jack wheelchair.
Yeah.
You know what? 100, man. 100. 100. Fredrickson.
No,
Fredrickson.
but
All day long.
let me be
That,
honest with you.
go
Let me
on.
be honest with you. Okay,
Go on.
Frederick. I looked this up. Fredericks is younger. He is 28, but he's going to be
All right.
29 in like 2 months. So honestly, he's only like 2 months younger. So but he is younger.
And what else? He is faster,
He's faster.
and he's still like the way Moyes is transforming West Ham
Yeah.
players like they were a GoBot to a
Right.
transformer.
Yeah.
Like you, you, you never know. Like you never know what Fredericks could be like in a year or two
Yeah.
from now, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
I I
You
agree.
never know. You never
I've, I,
know.
I've always had a soft spot for Fredericks. And I ain't saying that just because you're on. I
Uh-huh.
did. I rated him at Fulham. I really did
Mm-hmm.
rate him at Fulham. Moyes wanted him before
Did he? Oh.
Pellegrini bought him. Like, I remember
Oh.
that,
Oh, okay. Hmm.
right? Like, I know
Good
my
deal.
Fredericks things,
Yeah.
dog. I know
All
my
right.
Fredericks things, dog.
All
And,
right.
like, it was funny because we were on, my phone was acting up like,
Uh-huh.
I don't know. My phone was acting up like, an annoying uncle at like a wedding. You know what I mean? Honestly,
Yeah.
and it just like shut off. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I was on American Hammers Fan TV with Lee. What a
Oh, yeah.
gentleman!
Yeah. Lee's
First
a
time
great
I got
guy.
to talk to him. What a
Mm-hmm.
gentleman! Honestly, no, Wally. Have you ever had the chance to talk with him?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've been on their show a lot, but I've been
He's
on.
yeah,
Yeah.
such a gentleman. Like on
Yeah. He
like
is.
he's a pastor, and
He could be. Yeah. He's quite. Yeah. He's quite religious, I think. Yeah.
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 Yeah, so is
Good guy.
Franco. Like Franco, who I do a show with,
Oh, yeah.
Peach and Franco. He's
Oh,
he's very love life,
awesome.
stay positive. Like he's
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
he doesn't Bible bash you, but
Mm-hmm.
he's just a good person. Same as
Yeah.
I find Lee is.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I was talking. It was with Lee, and it was with who else? It was with Charlie Boy,
Mm-hmm.
and it was with James Fever. And yeah, man, like
Yeah.
honestly, I just wanted to know if you ever had the opportunity to talk to him because I found him a gentleman and a scholar, man. I really did.
Yeah. The American Hammers, they found me, and
Okay.
I was like this lonely guy watching West Ham all by myself,
Yeah,
and
that's like me. That's like me.
yeah,
Well, I watched it with my father, but that's it. Like,
yeah,
yeah,
I had like nobody, and then they found me. They hooked me up with Katie, and Philadelphia. Other people go down to
yeah.
Stowe's Bar in Philadelphia. So yeah, I'm really grateful to those guys. Yeah,
What's Stowe's Bar? What's that, man?
Stowe's Bar. It's in downtown Philadelphia. That's where we go to watch the matches.
Oh, nice
Um,
one.
yeah, it's
Nice one.
what are we? West Ham, Philadelphia, I think was what we're called.
I
But
love that.
yeah,
I love
yeah.
that. I love that. Fredericks is, but not so technically smart. You don't know what you're talking about, Crosshammer. You're saying that to the wrong boys right here, dog. Fredericks is a
Because
genius, and he is more technically smart than Einstein. Like using a smartphone, dog. I ain't
yeah,
even playing with you, man. He'll be a
we're
striker in 2 years. Big
yeah.
up, Charlie boy. Charlie boy, come back on. We need some
Try.
Brooklyn in the house, man. Brooklyn's in the house. Brooklyn's in the house.
Well,
Say,
one other thing
go
about
on, go
Fredericks,
on.
man, he
Yep.
he is he is like Declan's best buddy on the team. So,
I didn't know.
it's
I didn't know that.
well, I don't know if whenever they do like these up close and personal things they have,
Yep.
it used to be anyway. Deck and Fredericks would be doing them together. So
Yep.
I make a joke about forget Mason Mount. He's best buddies with Ryan Fredericks. So
Yeah. You know what else I heard? I love that, by the way. But you know what else I heard? Like, hold on one sec. I'm okay. Thanks, Charlie. Buzzing still from last night. I think we all are. Before I go in, remind me if
Mhm.
I forget. But I'm gonna ask you like how you felt yesterday watching the match and your reaction to it and everything. But after that, ask me about Ryan Fredericks in the dressing room, straight up.
Oh,
But what was your euphoria like yesterday when you were watching it and Antonio's show and just everything? How did you process it all, man? How did you
Yeah.
process that?
Oh, I really enjoyed the match, although it started out I thought it was kind of boring to start out with. Nobody,
Yeah,
maybe each side was not really doing much of anything.
yeah.
But then we scored, and I think that opened it up. And then that call for the red card. I mean, honestly, I guess technically it's a red card, but I felt sorry for the guy because it wasn't. I don't think he was doing it on purpose. He
No, but
was
he could
just,
have broke his leg. He could have
well,
broke his
right.
leg,
No,
Wally.
yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah,
Oh, totally. Yeah. And I've had that kind of injury, like that would have snapped my ankle right off. I mean, if that
oh,
went down, holy, yeah. So
Wally, it was like reminiscent,
yeah,
honestly, of like some Anderson Silva type thing. Like
yeah, yeah,
if like first off, I think it was too high. I
yeah.
agree with you. Like it might have not been. No, you know what though? You know what? I do think it was intentional. I
You think?
think maybe he did it too higher than he thought,
Yeah,
but I think
maybe.
he knew what he was doing. I think he
Okay.
knew what he was doing.
Because
I
the ref didn't
honestly
even.
do.
I don't think the ref even called a foul at first. He didn't
And
even
he was
call a
right
foul.
there. He was
Yeah,
right
it's right
there.
there. So I don't know. But yeah, when they play that stuff in slow
Yep.
motion, I get, like, oh man, I feel sick to my stomach because
Yeah.
seeing that ankle bend like that, oh man, jeez.
Yeah, and this
Oh
is what Charlie said. Like it was cleats up. Like it was like,
yeah,
well, Charlie said spikes, but like cleats up. It was
yeah,
like there was cleats up. Like, and I think it was higher than he thought it was.
yeah.
But that could have been 4 ounce out for the season. Like I
Oh
was
yeah.
talking. Yeah, I was talking to this boy Tufty. There's a gentleman that does a show called Days Banter.
Oh
Daya,
yeah, yeah. I've seen him. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Top boy,
Mm-hmm.
and he has one of his friends, Tufty, real name Nathan. He does they do watch lines, and he does like the commentary.
Yeah.
Brilliant commentator, like magic. Like I was saying before on this
Mm-hmm.
video, he should like be the commentator on Love Island. Like he has an
Yeah.
addictive like personality, and his commentating is 100% magic,
Mm-hmm.
man. And we were talking about this incident, and Tufty was basically saying, like, at the minimum, he should get like 5 to 7 game suspension.
Really?
And
Wow.
oh
Okay.
yeah, oh yeah, like 5 to 7 game suspension. If not, like not be able to play for like the rest of the season. Like that's how bad he thought it was.
Oh wow.
And
Okay.
yeah, it's like I think it was a lot worse than me and you think. But
Yeah.
your emotions watching that match, how like give me the wave. Like how did that tsunami take effect? Like you said it was boring in the beginning, but like
Yeah.
what happened?
Well.
When did it click?
Yeah. Well, after that red, I mean, after they were down a man, then I felt like we could control it, and we scored a second goal,
Yeah,
and yeah, that was good. But then they came back and scored a goal, and it was like, oh shit, here we
yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah,
But then
yeah,
then it became the Antonio show,
yeah.
and then comfortable victory after that, which was great. I love that. I love seeing
Yeah.
Antonio, just waiting for him to pull out the celebration, which was
Did you see that? Did you
which
see
is
that
good.
Save the
Yeah,
Last Dance when he picked up his own picture and he's like,
yeah,
I thought that was magic, dog.
yeah. That was hilarious. Well, it turns out that that's from Dirty Dancing. He didn't.
Yeah,
It's yeah. We
I
had the
know
time
he
of our
said Save the
lives.
Last Dance, but it's from
Yeah,
Dirty. I know it's
yeah. It's
Patrick
from Dirty.
Swayze things.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Jennifer
Patrick Swayze.
Gold.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And then there started to
yeah,
be memes of Patrick Swayze with what's her name, Jennifer Grey
yeah.
in
Right.
Dirty
Oh,
Dancing.
Jennifer Grey. That's it.
Yeah, and they
Oh,
put they
yes.
put Antonio's face on Patrick Swayze. Like, oh, I love that stuff. I love that when people are so creative, man. It's great.
No, I love that. I love
Yeah,
that. Like it was Charlie and James. They were talking about. I forget what it was, but it was like a meme with like
Yeah.
Charlie's in the chat. He'll tell us, but it was like Sideshow Bob, like Lingard wanted to come back to West Ham.
Oh, yeah. Squidward
Have you
from
seen that?
SpongeBob. Yeah, I saw that. SpongeBob.
SpongeBob, that's it. Yeah,
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 it
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
Squidward like looking through his shades, looking at
Yeah,
SpongeBob and Patrick having a great time as as Ben Rama and Fornals maybe, and yeah, Lingard is Squidward, looking miserable. Yeah,
I
love
love
that
that
shit.
guy. I love that guy.
Yeah,
I
people
love
are
that
so
guy.
creative.
No,
Yeah.
100%, man. 100%. What are you saying about the transfers, man? Like just like the rest of us, kind of like biting our knuckles.
You know what? In some ways, I feel like our our first team is really complete and good, and I
Agreed.
don't necessarily want to mess up the chemistry or anything. But then
Agreed.
you look at all the matches we got to play, and then it's like, oh
Yeah.
shit, we need some people. But I'm
Yeah.
concerned this Zuma guy, if he comes in at high wages, I'm not sure I like that. So
That's what Charlie was
I
saying
don't
because
know.
like apparently Tufal, he's looking to get a pay rise,
Yeah,
and if the Zuma guy comes in, he's gonna already be on like a pay rise that
yeah,
Kufal like
yeah.
would want, and it could kind of disrupt things. But well,
I
I
know.
don't think he's that type of guy, but we'll see.
Well, Tufal, he's getting kind of old, so he needs to make his
Yeah,
money while he can.
look at this guy. You're not pushing Fredericks in the front door at all, are you? At all. This guy, this guy has Fredericks in like a slingshot. Like he has Tufal ready to knock on the front door with Fredericks in a slingshot, just like Tufal. Knock on the
Right.
front door, let them open it, bing, and then
Yep.
Frederick goes right
Yep.
through, dog.
You got it. No, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking we've got a good for certainly like the cup, the League Cup, and also
Yep,
the for maybe some of the European games against lesser
yep,
teams. We've got a decent second set of players to come in
yep.
where we almost don't need maybe like one or two the first stringer top players. But we can fill in just about every other position with a halfway decent squad, I think, if you think about it.
What do you think? What do
So,
you think about the youngsters, Wally?
yeah, I mean, we could have like Okleflex. He looks
Yeah,
great. He could
what
be
a
up
talent!
there.
What a
Yeah,
talent!
yeah.
Oh my days, what a
Oh, yeah,
talent, man!
yeah.
Nuts.
We got
Yeah,
him like,
and who else? Who else? Oh, I'll go Flex. Yeah,
well, like Baptiste could be,
yep,
the center back with Diop.
yep,
Then we got like Fredericks or Ashby
yep.
or Johnson on the other side, maybe.
Alisi's good too, man.
Oh, okay, Lisi.
Yep,
And then Coventry, obviously, with Noble in the center, and then maybe like Lanzini and
yep.
Okaflex and somebody else on the right, and Yarmolenko maybe up front, or
See,
Odebeko.
so when it's nuts because like when I was talking to James and Charlie about this, like yeah, we need players, and I my dream would be to sign five. That's
Yeah,
not happening. That's
right.
not happening. But that would be my dream, and I said it would be like that. Zeltakar, who's a center back, but he could also center half. He could also play on the left. I would not turn down a punt at Ruben Loftus-Cheek. And I think we'd be able to get him on the cheap because
Hmm.
his team got relegated, but he's with Chelsea, isn't he? So Chelsea
Yeah,
are going to demand those high. Well, look at Zuma. You get what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Oh, yeah.
And
Crazy wages.
did you hear about Zuma having a medical tomorrow?
I've seen that, yeah,
Yeah,
on Twitter or something.
yeah.
But does that mean it's happening, or is it? I don't know.
Apparently, they've agreed terms, but they haven't agreed personal terms. And
Okay.
if the medical goes on, then yeah, it's like basically they just got to shoot the promo video and put his John Hancock on a piece
Uh
of
huh.
paper. It's a deal done.
Wow.
I just don't want it. I agree with you. I don't want it to. I don't want it to piss off like some of the other players that
Yeah.
deserve it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I yeah, I don't. I don't want that. But like, I'd like to see like, okay, let's say we get Zuma. We got Zuma. Let's say we got that Celta car because he's center back and he can play left. Center half can play left. Let's say we were able to maybe get Loftus Cheek in on loan. Um, that would be great. Let's say we were able to get Lingard on loan. That would be great. Let's say
Uh-huh.
we were able to get a striker like Sema, and then we were after this one player. I forget where he plays. I forget where he plays. France, Montpellier or something like that. His name is Gatan Laborde,
Hmm.
and Wally. He's almost like an Andy Carroll, like a fit Andy Carroll. Like he's not going to be hugging the whatchamacallit, recovery
Mm-hmm.
room like bench. Like he's a physiotherapy bench. Like he's a striker that's really good with his head. Like
Right.
he's good with his nut. Like he gets like diving headers, corners to come in. Gosh, like with his head, he's 2-footed, so
Mm-hmm.
he can strike from right, left. Like he looks like, yeah. When you have a minute, go on YouTube and just watch Getan Getan, what's his name? Getan Laborde.
Okay.
Yeah, have a look, man, because he impressed me. Yeah, and Sema impressed me as well.
We're in
But
trouble here, Peach. The
well,
bourbon, the
oh,
bourbon's
come
giving out.
on. Yo, are the liquor stores shut, man? Like the off
Yeah,
licenses are like all closed up?
I got it. I got to go with the Rocky Mountain spring water, Coors
Oh
Light.
man. Come on, man. Yo, I made for sure. Like I made for sure I got one cider, two cider, like three cider, like
Uh huh.
four, like four, five cider, six cider, seven cider, more. Like,
Hey, look at
oh
that.
man, what is that? Is that? Oh yes.
Coors
If the
Light, not
mountain's
Rock.
blue, if
Yeah,
the
it's
if the
blue.
Rocky Mountain's blue,
That's
yo.
right.
If the Rocky
Yep.
Mountain's blue, you know what to do, dog.
Spring water.
Woo!
Beautiful mountain spring water.
That
Mm.
is that is that is probably the nicest. That is probably the freshest spring water I've ever tasted in my life. Man. Straight up, I
uh,
don't even playing with you, man.
yeah.
So, Crystal Palace, what are you feeling?
Oh, we. I feel like we should thrash them. They're reeling.
Yeah,
They lost today in the League Cup. You know,
I know,
they're struggling.
and
So.
it sucks, doesn't it? Like that's like it sucks in the sense that like number one, they're a London club, right?
Hmm.
Which my heart goes out to them. And number two, like that's Vieira, man. Like Patrick Vieira was such a legend as a player.
Hmm.
He was he was immense, man. And just to see, like there's some players, Wally, that they're brilliant players, but when they try to go behind the scenes and do like a coaching role, it just doesn't work out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh yeah.
for different reasons. Like sometimes it doesn't work out because the club doesn't give them funds. Other times it doesn't work out just because they're shit at managing.
Uh huh.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and it's a shame because you build up such a legacy as a player, and then you're just a shit manager. Like, I think we're gonna give Crystal Palace a drubbing, man.
Yeah. I think
Like
so
we
too. Yep.
we look we look we look we look good, man. We look
Yeah.
good. Like,
Yep.
yeah, we look. Where did you watch the match yesterday, man?
I was just watching it from home. Yeah.
Okay.
But
You didn't
maybe
go to the stout or whatever?
no. You know what? It's in downtown Philadelphia, so it's a little bit of a drive for me. So especially like on a weekday, like the traffic
Yeah,
would
yeah,
be pretty bad. So I
yeah,
only want to go down there if I know like Katie's going to be there and you know
yeah, yeah,
the whole gang. So
yeah.
so I don't think they were going to be there on a weekday, to be
No,
honest.
I hear you. But you know what? It's like it's mashed up because sometimes like when you When was Milenkovic scored? Was scared of London. I heard couldn't handle the big boys. Yeah, I don't know about that. I only drink. I only drink Jameson Hennessy. Look at the man, and look at the man, and there. Easy there, Charlie boy.
Charlie Boy's
But yeah,
classy guy. He's a classy
oh,
guy.
don't he top. He's
Top
top
shelf.
shelf.
Top
Top,
shelf.
top. He's like that. He's like the Patron. He's
Hmm.
top. It should be Charlie Patron boy, like Charlie
That's right.
Patron boy Brooklyn. Like he's top
There we
shelf, man.
go. Yeah.
But you know what? Honestly, this is what I was gonna say. It's like, oh, I got to get back onto what I was gonna say before. But it's almost like when you do go to like somewhere like the Stout and watch the match with your mates and all that, it's like it takes away from the game.
Well,
You know what
yeah.
I
Well,
mean?
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. You can't really concentrate so much on the match
yeah,
because you're
that's yeah,
because you're talking and
yeah.
whatever. But I'll tell you what, if you watch with KDK, she knows her football, man. I learned
Oh, I
so
know.
much.
Oh, I know.
She knows what like where the positionally like the player should be, and if they're not there, she's like yelling at them, and it's great.
I love
I,
that.
yeah, I love it because she played in university,
Yep.
so she knows her stuff. So whereas me, I don't know squat, but I'll just come and talk about it. I don't care.
No, Reggie, that's like my father used to play. Me, I tried to, but I was shit. So it's
Uh-huh.
like, yeah, like, yeah, man. But yo, she does know her shit though, because like the other day she was on here and we were
Uh-huh.
talking, and she's just Wally, Mister like Wally, aka Fredericks, like Wally Fredericks. That should be your name, dog. Wally Fredericks. How do you mean? But like she was on the show, Wally Fredericks, and
Yeah.
like she was just like the facts that she was lacing down.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yep.
what?
Yeah.
Like you really know your shit. Like,
That's right.
wow. Yeah, it was mad, man. But what I wanted to get onto, you didn't remind me. Thank you, you asshole. You didn't remind me. Frederick's in the dressing room. What I wanted to get onto, I heard Wally, and like real talk, honest to
Uh-huh.
goodness, like
Okay.
on my life, apparently he is the man in the dressing room that like gives those motivational speeches to get like and those pep talks to get all the players up to go back like in the second half and just like tear the team a new one.
Who's that? Fredericks?
Yeah,
No
yeah.
way.
Swear to
Really?
God. Yep. Swear to God, I
Wow.
heard that. I heard that. I forget where I heard it. I think it was on. You know how they have those YouTube videos of West Ham, and it's like it'll be like Noble and Cresswell or
Yeah.
Frederick and Rice
Uh-huh.
or yeah, it was like one of those videos, I think. And yeah, one of the boys said that,
Really?
and I was like, really?
I'm surprised by
And
that because he seems kind of quiet. I think
I
he seems
know,
kind of quiet, and
I know,
and
I
and
know.
like I can see Sufal if his English was better doing that kind of shit
Yeah,
because remember when he was like, Grealish went down and
yeah.
he's like, you know, or oh he was like he was
He
like
just was like over him, like,
yeah, it's like
and
whoa.
his eyes were like, oh, it was mad. It was,
Whereas
yeah.
Frederick started to help him up. Frederick seems like a
And
genuine
he's
nice
like,
guy,
oh my
like help.
God.
And Kupal comes over, and is like, "Don't do that. Don't help him."
No, no, like,
I
if
love that.
I know, me too, man, me too. I think that's magic. Like, if I had to guess and like kind of like put a finger on who the person that gave like those pep talks and like
Yeah.
inspirational talks to get them like, rawr, it would either be Psycho, Stuart Pearce,
Okay.
or it would be somebody like Declan Rice.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
apparently, Fredericks is like,
Hmm.
the Muppets. You know that the Muppet that plays the drums, Animal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Apparently, he's
Animal.
like Animal in the change
What?
room, dog.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
And it was what I heard. What I heard, it was, even though he wasn't getting the game time even though he wasn't given the game time, in your 90 minutes in the average Premier League season,
Right.
there was somebody that said everybody has their jobs and their position and their duties, and apparently they said, like, basically his position, and not talking on the football pitch, but like
Right.
his position and his whatchamacallit, whatever, was in the dressing room, like getting the boys up and giving those inspirational speeches to
Oh
get them
wow.
like going.
There we go.
And I love it.
Yeah.
It made me have a whole new respect for him when I did find
Yeah.
that out, and I did hear it. Like, that's not made up. I did hear it, and yeah, everybody said that's what I was trying to say. Everybody kind of plays their part, and he plays that part. Even though he's
Uh-huh.
not playing as much as he wants to, he's playing the part and
Right.
getting everybody riled up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't, and I don't see him like throwing the toys out of the pram for not. I mean, he is probably playing less than he had hoped, obviously, but I
Yeah.
don't see his attitude. I don't. He seems like he's, when he goes out there, he's happy to be, contributing or whatever. So I
Don't you
don't
find
see.
that with the whole squad though? Like,
Yeah.
don't you
Exactly. Yeah.
find?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't see
I find
anybody.
that with, like, you know how you see some teams, Wally, and like this player will get subbed, and then like he'll
Yeah.
go off and like just,
Right.
and it's like I don't I don't find that, like, at West Ham, which is amazing,
Yeah. I
but
don't think we have
I
anybody
don't see
that.
that.
Yeah. I think everybody's really cool, and probably Declan and Noble help out with that. With having a good attitude and stuff. Um,
Isn't Noble, like, if you look at like the managers we've had in the past, like, you could bring it back to flipping hell. You could bring it back to even Avram Grant, like Zola. You could bring it back to even Pardue, like Pardue, Zola, Avram Grant, like Kerbishley, Big Sam, Dickhead, Cup here, Allardyce, Pellegrini, and then David Moyes first time, David Moyes second time. Don't you feel Noble's always that person on the squad that kind of like he's the one that, you know, takes the player under his wing, puts his arm around them, and he's like the middleman from like the manager to the player.
hmm Yeah,
I think that's brilliant, man. I
yeah, I
think
think
that's
so.
brilliant.
Yeah, I think he's playing a
Yeah,
nice role as he like transitions out of the squad, into retirement or whatever. I hope he stays with with the team, in some
he
manner.
will. He
But
will, man. He will. He will. Have you ever been like a big Mark Noble fan, or nah?
yeah, yeah, oh yeah. I mean,
Good.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I have his. I managed to get one of his jerseys, not his jersey, but from his testimonial match. I managed to buy one of the jerseys that's signed by one of the guys that played in the testimonial match. So that's
I
cool.
saw that. I saw that on YouTube, man. That was a beautiful testimonial match, man.
Yeah.
He was chuffed. He was
Yep.
chuffed, man.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I saw that. That was absolutely brilliant. I think he'll go on to coaching. I think he'll stick around. Like, he's West Ham through and through, in it. So it's like I can see him sticking around and like helping the boys out. I just respect so much his, like, him being that middleman. Like, for the
Yeah.
player, I just, hats off to you, sir. Like, hats off to you, sir. Because like it makes it more comfortable, and he's so good with the youth, man. Like, it's the same thing with the youth. Like,
hmm
he's just there. You know what I mean? Like, he is just there. Like, it's no, it's no, it's good vibes, man. Honestly, man.
Yep.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. It's good vibes, man. And so, you know what else to just add on to that? what I've heard, like about Fredericks being like the, kind of roar, 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 like when he's in the dressing room hyping up the players. I also heard talking about captains because we're talking about Mark Noble, and then James Fever was saying it all kind of changed when Declan Rice got the armband, and I respect the fact that when Noble does come on, the first thing Rice does, take the armband off, give it to Marky. I love
Yeah,
that.
right. Yeah.
I love that.
Uh-huh.
But what else I heard was Nolan, man. I heard when Nolan was playing for us and he was our captain, I heard like he would go out of his way to basically do a similar thing to like Noble, call the players, make sure they're okay, meet up, go for a coffee, have something
Uh-huh.
to eat, and just like be on the same level as them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And yeah, and I think that's our backroom staff, man. Like Nolan, Pierce, like Naveen, Irvine's still there. He's just a bit more in the background, but
Hmm.
there's a bunch of leaders, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. I think we have a good staff, and really the players that are left are all seem like really decent players.
Yep, 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 yep,
Good
yep, like,
attitudes and stuff.
yep, 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 yep.
I can't think of one that has like a bad attitude like Arnautovic or something,
There
even the
isn't.
yeah. So
There isn't like there's not one, man. And it's like that's what we were talking about. Like if Zuma comes in, is somebody like Tufal gonna be pissed off because he
yeah,
wants to pay rise because he did so well, and
yeah.
then this guy comes in and he'll be probably making double of what Vladimir makes. Like
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. And
I don't want that to upset things, man.
I know, and I feel bad for Vlad because at his age he needs to make some decent cash before he retires. He's only got a couple more years left, maybe. So
Well,
he,
to you, he only has a couple more
he's
months.
got to make bank while he can. He's getting
To
old. He's
you, he has a
29.
couple more days left, dog. Like get Fredericks in the front door. Oh my days. Nah, you know what? Like you made a really good point. You made a really good point. Like with the second team for Europa and FA Cup and League Cup,
Yeah,
we do kind of have like we do kind of have enough.
I think we maybe do for to hang in there. It won't
Yeah,
be a
yeah.
team that's going to crush anybody, but we could not embarrass ourselves. So I think we could do okay.
It
But
would be good to get like three
anyway,
across the line, though, man.
yeah, yeah, we got
It
to.
would, man. It would, man. Like, ah,
Anyway,
yeah. Anyway, Crystal
well,
Palace this
dude, you're like the Iron Man. You've been on for like 3.5 hours here.
because I got nobody to talk to this shit about, dog. It's like, yo, you guys are my
Wow.
people, man. You guys are my people. It's like,
Yeah.
yo, I can talk to my father about this shit. I can talk to my uncle about this shit. I can like message people on WhatsApp about this shit. But I like interaction, dog. And it's like
Yeah.
we like you watching games by your lonesome.
Yeah.
Like, yo, ah. But yeah, man, I don't know. Well, yo, we'll end it because it's like, yeah,
Okay.
I'm like fucking Iron Man. But it's like, yo, thank you, thank you. Listen, big up Ryan Fredericks.
Yeah.
Big
My
up
man.
Ryan Clyde Fredericks, dog. How do you do? Big up
Yep.
Wally World. Thank you for taking the time to come on, man.
Oh, my
Honestly, I
pleasure.
appreciate that, man. It's a pleasure talking to you. I'll show you this, people. I'll show you this. I'll show you this. The other day I did a show and like I put the link in the thing, and like, wow, he's like, yeah, I'll come on. And then I ended the show, and then he comes on, and me and him ended up talking for like an hour, and
Right.
it was all
Yeah.
about Fredericks.
Yeah.
Nah, it was all about West Ham, but
Yeah.
it was like that was beautiful, man. So yeah, I'm glad you got to come
That's a good
on,
time.
man.
Yeah.
You're more than welcome Anytime. Listen, it's KDK's birthday on Thursday.
Yep.
So we're gonna have like a little YouTube birthday party for her. Jake's
Yeah.
gonna come on. James
Oh,
Fever probably come
really?
on.
Oh,
Charlie,
awesome.
you'll come on. You yourself, because you know her. Like you come on, and we'll make the gal feel. She went out with her mother and father on Saturday, for ding dings for like dinner,
Oh,
to
awesome.
celebrate it. Yeah, she had. I never knew this existed, Doc. She had steak with crab on it. I never even knew that
Yeah.
existed, Doc.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
like a
Yeah.
Philadelphia thing?
No, I think it's more like a Maryland, Maryland crabs. Down,
Oh
yeah,
man, I
Baltimore,
like
area. They have
yo
crabs coming out of everywhere. So, yeah.
yo.
So they take that crab meat, they throw it on everything. They'll
So
throw it on
is it
steak,
just? It's just like
chicken.
crab, like it's just crab meat on steak, or is they put like a sauce on it, or what?
I, I'm sure there's a sauce, um, but sometimes they stuff stuff with crab meat. Like
What?
yeah, like they'll stuff a chicken with crab meat and stuff like that. Yeah, they
Oh,
got
that
so
sounds
much.
dope.
They got so much crabs down in Maryland. They got to do something with it.
Yo, I'm showing you, like, honestly, like, I'm a crab man. Like,
Got it.
I like crab better than
Yeah.
lobster.
But you got to come to
100%.
got to go to Baltimore. They put down newspaper over a big table. They bring a
Yeah,
bunch of
right.
boiled crabs, and you just start,
Yeah, right.
breaking them and picking them. Yeah,
Yo,
and they're
what? Yo,
they're spicy. They put like a spicy
what?
in the crab boil. Yeah. Oh yeah. Good stuff.
When I went to Clearwater in Florida, they had this restaurant called Krabby Bill's, and like it was the same thing. It was
Yeah.
like it was just picnic tables,
Yep.
and then they'd bring like a bucket of crab out, and like just there would be like whatchamacallit, like cellophane wrap or like plastic or whatever, like dumps of crab
Yep.
all over
Yeah.
them, and oh, buddy,
Yeah.
dope,
Yep.
dope. It was like unbelievably like,
Oh, I believe
yeah,
it.
it was
Yep.
mad, man. It was mad. But anyways, yo, come through
All
on
right.
Thursday, and
Yep.
we'll have a little birthday thing for KDK, and
Cool.
yeah, man. Well, we'll just make her day, man.
Awesome. All
All
right.
right. One
Take it
thing
easy.
left to say, and it starts with an M, has two S's in it, and ends with an E, and it says something like "We are." But I like what is it, Wally?
I was going to say Masuaku, but that doesn't end with an E.
No,
So it's got to be
uh,
massive. We are massive.
we are fucking massive. Go on, my